Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1.
Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports. This is the JP Show.
JP, it's so good to hear you back on the air.
Stand by. Now, here's JP.
All right, welcome in to another edition of the JP Peterson Show. This is a very special edition of the JP Peterson Show because we are live from the patio. We got a great crowd here today. You know why?
Why is that?
Because we're giving away $2,500 in cash tonight.
Whoa!
For the costume contest.
Nice.
$2,500. $1,500 to the best costume. And even though I'm one of the celebrity judges.
Okay.
Celebrity judges
who works for Lightning Vision, the great JP Peterson. Yes, sir. You are a celebrity in this town.
I think I can win the contest.
Oh, you can?
Have you noticed this?
I see that. What's that all about? What's going on there?
It's a 70s porn stash like you've never seen before. The Dirk Diggler version of this.
Oh, good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're so I'll have a little costume tonight.
Yeah, Boogie Nights.
Yes, that's right. Very good.
Thank
Great
you.
Dirk Diggler.
Yes, Burt Reynolds, Oscar winner in that movie too.
Yeah, he
right?
was fantastic.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
was great.
he was.
That was how that didn't win Best Picture. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'll be dressed up tonight as something interesting, along with the lovely Ashley who's sitting to my right. Wait till you see her costume.
Oh wow.
Woo!
Wow, she's gonna win the
Woo!
contest already. Forget
Woo!
you, buddy.
Yeah, just
You're old news at
on
this
shoes
point.
alone. She should win.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of
Not that I would
Halloween.
be compromised in any way, but
Oh, of course not.
it'll be an audience participation award. So.
But speaking of a Halloween costume, by the way, I'm Peter Blake here on the JP Peterson Show.
Did I
His
not
co-host.
introduce you?
You
I'm
did
sorry.
not, but that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
You know why?
The great Peter Blake,
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Rolex
the
reporter.
Rolex reporter.
Yes.
That's right.
Do you know who didn't show up last night? You know who had a Halloween costume as a ghost? That Tampa Bay Buccaneer team versus the Buffalo Bills.
Devin White.
Oh, my gosh.
Devin White.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
No, a ghost would have more of a presence.
That's
would
true,
think.
but I would say friendly because he's not hitting anybody. He's not putting anybody on the ground. He's not shedding a block, that's for sure.
That was one of the most pathetic efforts I think I've ever seen by a linebacker in the NFL.
Awful.
I mean,
Awful.
you turn on the tape, just jogging around. Anybody that wants to come out and block him, just block away. Just grab him. He fought through one block I saw last night. One block on a 3rd and 2. It fought, kind of played it off a little bit, and then hit Latavius Murray on the hole and got dragged for 3 more yards.
Great.
Every time they targeted, and just about every time they did target him in the run game. Second play of the game, quarterback draw, right at 45. Lead blocker coming out. I mean, the gaping hole for Josh Allen.
Ridiculous.
I think he got 18 yards on the play. I'm not exactly sure, and probably could have got more. It's just a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
It's just a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this to be personal at all. It's what's more boggling is how a coaching staff could continually watch this on tape and continually put him out there. And then you see 54 beside him making every play that he's not making. It's just such a stark contrast. And it's a huge part of why this defense was awful last night. How Buffalo only scored 24 points, I don't know.
Well, they got their own problems. That's
427 yards.
Yeah.
Just literally got whatever they wanted. 6.6 yards per play. Whatever they wanted. In the pass game, in the run game. And it's just such a poorly coached team.
Oh, yeah.
Fundamentally, so many mistakes. I mean, we're going to get through this today, but there's so many mistakes that we saw last night. And yet here we are on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield throwing the ball 60 yards in the air. And if Chris Godwin can just get his head around, I mean, we're sitting here talking about one of the most miraculous wins in the history of the Buccaneers.
Well, he's also
which
grabbed.
Is crazy.
He was also grabbed on
Yeah,
that.
well,
You have
everybody
Mike
gets
Evans
grabbed.
was mugged on that. Cade
Mike
Otton
Evans
was
mugged
mugged on
somebody
that.
too.
Oh, well, yeah. Cade Otton also was mugged on that. And
there was a lot of mugging going on down there on both sides. So that's going to listen, everybody knows on a Hail Mary, it's every man for himself.
Sure.
It's every man for himself. But it was bizarre that ball almost landed in his lap. I mean, if he just gets his head around a half a second quicker and locates the ball, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's a touchdown. And then they just kicked the extra point because they went for two smartly, and best call that I think I've seen Todd Bowles make since he's been here. Really good analytics call there. Go for two.
Absolutely.
And he almost worked. It almost worked. So I think the fact that the game was so close just disguises how bad the Buccaneers were last night, offensively, defensively. One of the big problems I have is like last week in some key third and fourth down situations, you saw the Falcons blitz off the corner. Well, in the first critical third down situation, they blitz off the corner again, and it's like the Bucs had no answer to it. Just like last week where they had no hot route runners. They didn't recognize the blitz. They had no hot route runners and didn't recognize the blitz. It's like that's the thing you should be keying on all week in practice, and yet it just doesn't get done. There were, the third and 5 late in the game when after the Bucs score on their most not urgently 7.5 minute drive where they're huddling up when they need 2 scores.
Did they have another quarter left over? I mean, I was just trying to figure
maybe
that
that's
out.
What it was. Maybe they didn't switch the quarter sign on the scoreboard, so they thought it was still third quarter.
Or it was a Tom Brady thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
It happened on Thursday night versus Chicago. I mean, deja vu all over again,
It was
right?
so bad that not only was Kirk Herbstreit and Al Michaels noting how they're plodding along, but I was leaving the Lightning game,
right,
and I'm listening to the great Gene Deckelhoff and Dave Moore. Even the Bucs network announcers, who have to by law be as kind as they possibly can be, are like, "What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? We're at 40 seconds between plays when you need 2 scores."
Yeah.
And what do you know? We ran out of time. Shocking development.
Amazing.
But on that last possession by the Bills, it's 3rd and 5, and we blitz off the corner. But like a well-coached team, they're expecting the blitz coming off, and so our call is to blitz Izzian, who was head up on their best receiver, Stephon Diggs, which leaves now Shaq Barrett falling out into coverage against their best receiver, Stephon Diggs, and Carlton Davis playing the flat and then coming up. But as soon as Diggs catches the ball 2 yards short of the marker, does Carlton Davis come up and hit him? No. He doesn't come up and hit him. Why would you do that? It's tackle football.
No.
He comes up and just doesn't want to get any contact whatsoever because he thinks he's going to get hit by Shaq Barrett and just shies away from the tackle completely with the game on the line. There was another key third down where he's trailing Diggs, or no, I think it was Diggs or Gabe. I think it was Diggs.
Yeah.
In man-to-man coverage, and he's just as Diggs goes in motion, Carlton Davis is like half running, like not busting his ass to get in great position at the line so he can play man-to-man. He's just like kind of half-ass weaving his way through some of the traffic, and then of course he does a quick out and he's completely out of position. It's like, and I see Devin on the quarterback run by Josh Allen for the touchdown. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. First of all, the middle of the defense opens up because why? Devin White vacates the middle of the defense to go run someplace where he's not supposed to be. So there's a huge hole. Then of course Josh Allen says, "Well, I might as well run through that gaping hole," and he runs through the hole. And of course Devin, jogs back the other way maybe to make a play. And then Izzian comes up from the right. You've got 3 guys surrounding Josh Allen. So fundamental peewee football. What do? You funnel him into the middle.
Right.
That's what it's. Antoine Winfield's waiting there. He's the middle guy. Dwight White's coming from this side. Izzian comes up and just crashes inside and almost runs into Winfield. And Josh Allen just steps out and walks into the end zone. Just such and Antoine Winfield's going, like, what are you doing, man?
Right, because
like,
he's trying to win games single-handedly with his play all year long. And if anybody deserves an extension, it's Winfield Jr. What he did last night.
I don't think he wants one. I don't think he wants one. Why would he want to play with these guys who play about half the speed that he did? The effort last night was just atrocious.
It was terrible.
It was atrocious.
It's terrible.
Guys are just walking around. They're not hitting anybody. They're not coming up aggressively. It was bad. 427 yards given up, 6.6 yards per play. That's an embarrassing tape to put out there.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
and
you know what?
You're missing Baya, you're missing Logan Hall.
They'll roll the same guys out there next week.
Right.
Same personnel, same dudes.
No changes.
Jamel Dean. My God.
Regression.
I mean, So they're running the play on the goal line, right? Where he made the play, and everybody's like, "Oh, great play on fourth." No, it's a terrible play. You're sitting in the flat.
Make the play.
You're sitting in your
Take
job
it to
is,
the house.
All you have is the flat.
Yeah.
Right? There's one receiver coming your way.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen literally takes the ball and almost blindly throws it over there. And he literally throws it right to you. He throws it right to you. And instead of stepping in front, catching the ball, you can, by the way, Jamel, you can actually take both of the hands. See, both hands.
You're showing this?
Squeeze the ball. Squeeze it. That's called catching the football. Then you use your 4.3 speed and you run towards the other end zone. This would be known as a pick six. So you're allowed, when the quarterback rears up and just throws the ball right at you on the goal line on fourth down, you're allowed to step in front of the ball with both hands, catch it, and run to the other end zone.
Yeah. You did it a couple years ago.
Let's go ahead and celebrate the fact that you just stuck one hand out there and knocked it down. Because it's fourth down, you don't want to intercept the ball normally, right?
Right.
Not in that situation when you're in the flat and you have the entire freaking field in front of you. That's a game-changing play.
Yes.
And these are the plays you're making. You just got signed to what, $15 million a year?
$15 million.
This is the play. You're supposed to have situational awareness and know this is your play. You got no other responsibilities. You're sitting in the flat. Just jump the route, catch the freaking football, and run towards the end zone.
Speaking of catching the football, Mike Evans with a great catch in the fourth quarter, but I cannot fathom how you have most likely a Hall of Fame wide receiver and you can't get him the ball during the game. Offensive coordinator, offensive line, I don't care. You have to scheme those playmakers open, namely in Evans, whether that's on Baker, whether that's on the offensive line, which, by the way, they had an awful night. I mean, pressure got to Baker all night long. Luke Gedeke, ugh. How many penalties, by the way, in this team? 11
3
penalties.
false starts by him.
Terrible.
So you're talking about getting your best players involved, right?
Yes.
Stephon Diggs, 12 targets. Gabe Davis, 12 targets. Raheem Shakir, the immortal.
Yes.
Got 6 targets, 6 catches for 92 yards.
The immortal.
Mike Evans, 6 targets.
Yeah.
Chris Godwin, 7 targets.
Wow. Yeah. And by the way, Diggs was being shut down in the first half. It's called coaching and adjustments in the second half. They did everything they could because they know how important Diggs is to that offense to get him the ball. That's what great coaching does. That's what good coaching does. Yeah. Right now, the Bucs don't have either.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
It's really a struggle. When you put on the tape, you just see guys that, I mean, I have just a list of.
You wrote everything down, I see.
I write it down.
Write it down.
So I don't forget.
Yes.
You watch Kate Otten in a 2-minute drill. You throw the ball that he's within a yard of the sideline. Within a yard of the sideline in a 2-minute drill. So when you catch the football, kids, what do you do with it?
Go out of bounds to stop the clock.
Bounds. No, not if you're Kate Otten. You turn to the inside,
right?
Get tackled, and their clock runs.
Because he's trying to do his best Travis Kelce
going no huddle
impression. Right.
We huddle up and spend 40 seconds to get the next play.
It's mind-numbing football. You watch it right now, and you're frustrated as a Bucs fan, and you're like, I listened to J.C. Allen today of Sports Illustrated, and he said it best. I mean, this team they keep on saying in the press conferences they're not that far away. They're only a couple plays away from being 5-1, 6-1.
That's fool's gold.
Maybe it is, but I mean, we always talk about it. It doesn't always come down to one play, but it really does come down to an assorted amount of plays, and one play here or there. But it comes down to coaching. It comes down to just doing the fundamentals. And again, right now, the mental mistakes are overtaking this team, and it's not like Buffalo was perfect last night because they had all kinds of penalties.
No,
but the difference is Buffalo is talented enough to overcome those penalties. The Bucs are not.
And they play hard.
They do.
They play hard.
Yes.
The Bucs don't play hard.
They don't.
They don't play hard. They play soft. They play philosophically soft.
Yeah. This
soft zone defense where, Jamel Dean is playing 15 yards off the ball, and they just throw a slant to Stephon Diggs, and it couldn't be easier.
Yeah.
Like Buffalo must be just shaking their head. It's like, wow, this is so easy. Like there's not. It's mine. It really is. I don't know if I've seen a team more poorly coached than this, or just that executes. And still, here we are, 24-18, with a chance to
win the
get
game.
your head around to win the game.
Yeah, and it also comes back to, Buffalo hasn't been a world beater by any means. They struggled with the Giants just a couple of weeks ago.
They're not a great football team.
But here's the cure for all that. That Bucs team and that Bucs defense. Because Josh Allen looked like Josh Allen last night, even though he went into the blue tent there, which was concerning. Tristan Wirfs also went in there, but that offense was unstoppable last night. They could do whatever they want to. And you hire Todd Bowles, he's a defensive coordinator. You would think that he would be better and have this defense more prepared. What's all this zone defense? Is Todd Bowles trying to be the next Greg Schiano? I mean, I feel like that because you get a Darrelle Revis a long time ago. He's a man-to-man corner. You pay him like a man-to-man corner, and yet you're playing zone. You do the same thing here in 2023 with Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean. Yeah. So, playing the next role of Greg Schiano in Bucs history, Todd Bowles, because it makes no sense at all. You have no confidence in your defense. JTS, once again, man on a milk carton. We talked about Devin White. I mean, Yaya Diaby picks up his first sack. When is that
was
kid?
A nice hustle play.
Right. When is that kid going to get more reps?
He should be getting tons of reps. See,
right.
There was one particular play where, you get out the old stopwatch, and I'm timing it. 4-man rush. He had 6.5 seconds back there before he found Diggs. I believe it was Diggs or Shakir down the field for a 24-yard gain wide open. Like 6 seconds. I can't even blame the coverage on that. And then Gabe Davis touchdown. Who was closer to Gabe Davis? You, me, or a Buccaneers defender? We were both in Tampa.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you get that open in the red zone?
Is it the culprit of Ryan Neal again? Because every fan right now wants him to be.
Probably.
And by the way, he led with tackles last night. Hey, Bucs fans, that's not a good thing because when a safety leads you in tackles, that basically means you're getting your ass kicked.
I finally figured out why he has to play.
Why?
Because he's taken the place of Devin White in the run game. Because every time, Devin's not making any plays in the run game or very few, and Neal comes up and makes the play 8 yards down the field. So, yeah, and if you're Steve Delaney in there, he's not as good or as big. Like, he's basically playing another linebacker position is what Neal's doing, and he's coming up and filling those gaps because we don't have a linebacker that wants to tackle or can get off a block.
Here's how you solve this.
Bizarre.
You put Neal at middle linebacker because Devin White played college football or high school at running back. There's your running back, right? You get the two white guys. Well, that's probably not the two white.
Devin White.
Yes. And then Rashad White.
Yeah.
Two whites.
Two white guys running the ball. You can't have that. That's no good. Unless it's Christian McCaffrey, by the way.
Oh, right.
The best running back in the game.
Exactly.
No, listen. And by the way, speaking of, let's try and find some positives.
Yes.
Let me take another sip of my Highline.
Okay. Baker Mayfield, was he on your positives? At least he rallied the team. Although there are a lot of Gator fans out there, and of course we're in we're at the Patio, of course, home of the Gator Club. There, a lot of Gator fans calling for
Saturday afternoon, 3:30
against Georgia.
This will be the place to be, folks.
Awesome.
Gator fans. If I was a Georgia fan, I'd stay away. Yeah. But this place will be absolutely nuts packed for the Florida Georgia. This will be the world's largest outdoor cocktail party come Saturday. Get here early, by the way, because you want to come here for the FSU game at noon and watch FSU and Wake and get your table, your sweet table, sweet spot, and then for 3:30, it's going to be bonkers here.
Can I do the FSU?
Yes.
We're going to get killed now because, again, some Gator
You can see it right
there.
behind me. It says home of the Tampa Gator Club.
Right.
No, but we encourage all teams
to
come to the Patio. It's not just a Gator bar.
Sure.
It's all teams come to the Patio, but this will be a spot for Gator fans.
It's like going to a Rays game. You welcome Yankee and Red Sox fans. You take their money even though there's no home field advantage.
But back to Baker.
Yes.
Struggled last night. Struggled getting the ball out quick enough. Struggled with accuracy. The first drive, the shot to Mike Evans, 1st and 10. He's wide open on a corner route, and Baker kind of drills it in there instead of putting a little bit of air in there, allowing Mike to get his head around and catch the ball, make an easy catch out of it. He just kind of flatlines it in there and misses him. I don't know if Mike didn't come out of his break fast enough. That you could probably say that as well. Whatever, they don't connect. That's a pitch and catch 25-yarder that you don't connect on. Whether it's, but I may have to put that one on the quarterback, but it's kind of both. 2nd and 4. TP is just wide open in the flat. And, both of the corners, for some reason, they're doubling Godwin. So they take off. They had twins left, and he's wide open by 15 yards. And for some reason, Baker doesn't pull the trigger, and he eats the ball. That's as easy as it gets.
What's happened to him?
I don't know, man. It's like he's not seeing the field like he did earlier. You notice how choppy his feet are? It doesn't look smooth. He doesn't look comfortable. He's not getting through the reads like he was and delivering the ball on time with anticipation. It's like he's almost waiting for guys to come open, which, of course, you can't do in this league. He's not throwing with anticipation. He's not getting the right reads. He's not – just time and time again, you're watching the tape, and then you're like, okay, Otten is open short of the first down, but that's the right read. You got to take that read and hope he catches it and gets the 2 yards.
Yeah.
There was a slant to Mike Evans on 3rd and in that first drive, or maybe it's the second drive, where Mike catches the ball, and he's about 3 yards short of the first down, but he's in full stride.
Right.
And the ball's a little low, but Mike goes to the ground to catch the ball instead of trying to keep on his feet and just plow through 2 smaller defensive backs and gets the first down.
Yeah.
Like, it's plays like that where, elite receivers, you got to catch that ball and get the 3 yards of yak that you need to finish off the first down. Those guys are standing still. You've got full momentum. Go reach down, grab the ball. It's not an easy play, but you're an elite receiver. You should make this play.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like at his feet. It was kind of in his belly.
Well, I saw Raheem Jarrett have a ball that he should have caught, and he dropped it because it was a little bit low. But that's a catch you got to make. You got to make those type of catches if you want to be a wide receiver in the National Football League, and if you want to be a part of this team, because in those critical situations, if you're not converting 3rd downs, which that Bucs offense has had all kinds of difficulty the last couple of weeks of doing. And by the way, the flip side, the defense, they can't stop the opposing offense. So it's
a lot of bad football.
Yeah, there's not one answer. And again, a lot of people say Kyle Trask is the answer. I don't think Kyle Trask is going to be any better. But look, if you're going to have the same type of energy when it comes to Kyle Trask starting for this team, you want to see what you have the same type of energy with Devin White, because you know what you're already going to have with him. Savasi Dennis, is he healthy? Let's see what we got. KJ Wright, he's healthy. Let's see what you got. I'm willing to just trade this guy at the end of the day. I really am.
If you could get anything for Devin White right now, take it.
He doesn't want to be here because of his play on the field. Whether he's hurt, he looks to me like he's out of shape. That's what he looks like.
Shape.
He looks fat.
Yeah, he's got a belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing for a middle linebacker. Maybe Warren Sapp, you can get away with that because you're so damn quick. But it'll eventually catch up with you, right?
No, he plays like it. He plays lazy. He doesn't play with his hair on fire. It was that first half tape is some of the worst I've ever seen. So I don't think anybody's anybody maybe named Kirk Herbstreit. I mean, I still don't get how these guys come and do these games and continue to say that Devin White's a great linebacker. I know they're watching tape, right?
Where is he a great linebacker? Who the best linebacker on this team is?
It's not just him.
Right.
I think Carlton Davis is just awful for what he's getting paid, not making any plays. Up front, those guys are just, most of them are just guys. And without Vita Vea, it's a free release for these guards and tackles up on the linebackers. And while, Levante David knows how to defeat a block or get inside a block, anybody that gets their hands on 45, that's just, that's open real estate. So, and JTS is, a pair of shoes. Shaq Barrett bit down on a fake a couple of times and let the running back get outside, and where and Devin White's not scraping around to get him at all. Mm-hmm. That's another 19-yard run by James Cook. It's a lot of bad football, man. And here's the thing: unless you're making personnel changes, you're not getting any better. By the way, Aaron Stinney, left guard, first snap of the game, they run behind him. He literally takes his guy, drives him 7 yards out of the hole, and Rachaad White goes right off his ass, hits the hole, and we get a 6-yard gain.
Yeah.
Like, shocking development. I saw Stinney on one of the screenplays. He's out making a perfect block. He made a difference last night. As we knew he would. And if Matt Filer gets back in there when he's healthy, that'll be the dumbest thing. Well,
You know what's coming. You know what's coming, and they
Stinney
refuse to make any changes.
If you saw a little bit more running room last night,
yeah.
I watched the tape. Stinney was a big reason why. He was moving people.
Yeah.
And we talked about that since day one, when they just gifted the job to Filer. Nick Levert played well at left guard last year, but we're going to go out and get somebody who's worse than the guy that we had.
It doesn't make any
and play
sense.
him, and he's playing terrible.
Yeah.
And last night, I think Stinney was the highest graded offensive lineman by PFF.
You're right. Absolutely right. And Nick Levert shows an attitude.
That should not happen.
Right.
That should not happen. A guy sitting on the bench comes in and is your best offensive lineman. It shouldn't happen. If you have a competent and look at I don't want to make it personal. It's just I don't want to make it personal because these are all great guys.
They're
I love
great
Todd
guys.
Bowles.
They got
I love
families.
all the coaches.
They're all human beings, but they're not doing their job as football players. That's it. Period.
No, when your running game is the worst in the league, and you bring them back, when your special teams are among the worst in the league,
right,
and you bring them back.
Well, what we heard was it was all Byron Leftwich in his play calling. What we heard was, Tom Brady has maybe seen his best days.
We're looking at the play of the units.
Yeah.
And I think the talent on his team is way better than how they're playing. They don't seem motivated. They don't seem to be being put in the right positions. It's a lot of, and I don't want to put it just on. I'm not putting it just on the coaches because, as we mentioned, some of these players just aren't getting it done either.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of bad football, and in the end, even though you want to say, like last week they were in the game, they were.
Yeah.
Should have won the game. The last night they could have won the game on the last play. So as bad as it looks, they're fighting. There's a few guys out there that are fighting and are keeping them in the game. So the other team's helping them out as well. Nice, face mask penalty on 4th down.
Yeah.
So
somebody trying to call you while you're doing your show. I'll tell you what.
One of the coaches.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. One Buck Place needs new blood in the back rooms. They are tired. Agree with that. That's from Nelson right there. Ben says, Diva, Devin White, fraud, Todd Bowles, E.J. Biggers twin, Ryan Neal. That's pretty bad. Remember E.J. Biggers?
Oh, my God, the ghost of E.J. Biggers. Wow, that's a great reference right there.
I remember E.J. Biggers because that's when I met you at the radio station at the time, and we were being told how great E.J. Biggers is. He's a younger guy. They're not going to go out in free agency and get Nnamdi Asomugha and who was the other guy from the Bengals at the time? They didn't want to spend money, and this was coming off the year where they had 10 wins. They went into the strike year. Remember that?
I can't remember the morning show.
2011. Yeah, 2011, my friend. Yeah. Let's see here. Ben says Kurt Herbstreit said on the broadcast last night when he said that Mayfield has some chemistry, has more chemistry with Godwin than anyone else on the team. Interesting. Believe that?
Yeah. Godwin's his go-to guy. Absolutely. Because let's just be honest, Godwin is a more reliable receiver. His catch percentage rate is significantly higher than Mike Evans.
Right.
And that, there's a reason for that because Chris runs better routes. He's more, I think Mike is probably a more explosive receiver. It makes, obviously the big deep plays, made a great catch last night off the helmet. But I think Godwin is more reliable in his route running, better combat catcher, more consistent in catching the football. Obviously, Mike's had a lot of drops this year.
Yeah.
So, if I were a quarterback, he would be my go-to guy. No question.
Does it all. Can block. I think he's over the injury, though. But, it's critical because you finally get the ball to Mike Evans and you pick up a penalty from the rookie. I mean, it's stuff like that.
Yeah, the penalties,
out of control. And that, again, you can sit here and say it's players play the game, but that is a direct reflection of the coach. And the coach continues to say in pressers, we can't beat ourselves. We can't do this. You got to stop talking and do something. You're either going to make some changes, make some trades, shake some things up, bench some guys, do something different because whatever you're doing is not working. And we all know if you continue to try to do the same thing and look for different results, you know what that's called? Insanity. And consequently, that is what Bucs fans are feeling right now with watching this offense on the field. Insane.
Well, when you turn on the tape again and you see guys making the same mistakes over and over again, holding on an outside receiver again, number 10, Trey Palmer. It's 2 weeks in a row. I mean, that just can't happen.
No.
That cannot happen. You could say it was a bad call, depending on the angle you look at it. Cody Mount holding, another critical call. Every time it seems they have a good play, you're just expecting that little yellow box to pop up in the lower right hand corner.
Oh yeah,
flag.
It's kind of like watching Bucs special teams. Anytime you get a kick return or a punt return, which you haven't had that since Spurlock. Anytime you get that in their history, there was a flag coming because somebody was holding or you're blocking behind the back there. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's a lot of bad football, and again, unless they make personnel changes, which I don't think, frankly, that they have the guts to make, because they've never had a track record of it. Only time they make personnel changes is for an injury, and that's a sad commentary. Quite honestly, clearly the center is not playing well. I put Nick Leverett in there next week. Nick Leverett starts at center for me. Hainsey, you're out. Stinney at left guard and never leaves. Cody Mauch is struggling. I don't know what I'd do with him. Maybe put Filer at right guard when he comes back. I don't know. But Cody Mauch is not ready to play in the NFL. Gedecke's been playing really well. He had a bad night last night with false starts, but that's a tough place to play.
Right.
It's a really, really tough place to play, so I'm not going to beat him up for that. But the offensive line was better last night, I thought. I thought they were better last night in opening up holes. But, again, the penalties were brutal. But I don't see it getting much better. Now, it can get a lot better if Baker finds his mojo again, because there's guys that are open. I don't think the play calling is that bad, because I see guys that are open, and I see, like down on the goal line this time, the touchdown to Godwin. There was a plan, an RPO. Bring the linebackers up, get Godwin in behind them, make a stick throw, touchdown. Yep. I see your plan. I see what's working there, and it worked. Yep. So that was good. There were some positives. I thought Rachaad White had his best game. No question about it. I thought Stinney was a big improvement. Who else? Mike Evans. He targeted 6 times, 3 catches, 29 yards or 50 yards. With
amazing
the
catch in the fourth quarter. Why does it take so long again to get him in it? And whether it's Baker missing him or him dropping it or something, again, I just feel like 6 targets is not enough for this offense. Not for it to work. No. I'll tell you what. We're going to see. We'll go out to the phone lines here, see who this is. Welcome to the JP Peterson Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Todd Bowles. I'm going as Todd Bowles for Halloween. I just called to tell you guys to lay off Ryan Neal. You lay off him. He's doing his job. Other people are breaking contact. And I need you to lay off Devin White as well. Devin White is a superb player. He's the best player on the team.
Well, is this Devin White's agent and Ryan Neal's agent?
He said it was Todd Bowles.
Oh, it's Todd Bowles. Okay.
Yeah, listen up.
I'm sorry.
For Halloween, this guy's Todd Bowles. Continue, Todd.
You guys have no idea what it means to be a coach in this league. The accountability. You claim I don't have accountability. I don't appreciate that. I do not appreciate the fact that you guys think I don't have accountability. I do. Don't you see me don't you see me show emotion on the sideline? When I stare dead face with no actual emotion, that's me being upset. But you don't understand that. See, you don't understand that. Just like you don't understand Ryan Neal. Ryan Neal's the best player on the team. Winfield's good and all, but Ryan Neal, I need you guys to lay off him. I appreciate you guys. And also, you can't blame me. Have you seen my offense? My offense is garbage. Blame the offense. Don't blame my defense. My defense is elite.
Well, Todd, listen, you had all the control over hiring the offensive coordinator, getting the personnel. I mean, this is on you, Todd. Now, come on, take some responsibility now.
No. This is still not on me because we don't have enough money. See, there's no money right now. We still don't have money. We're still living off Brady. We're still living off the Brady years. Next year, when I still have a job, by the way, I don't appreciate you guys trying to get me fired. But next year, that's going to be.
There'll be a handsome severance package, my friend. So don't worry. You'll be paid handsomely for your work. So.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you.
You know what? Halloween's just around the corner. I would appreciate you guys just not to hold my defense accountable. Bye.
Thank you, Todd.
You got to give him a yeah.
Thanks for calling into the show. We appreciate it, Todd. Thank you very much.
Wow. Yeah. Todd Bowles calling the JP Peterson Show. How lucky are we?
I'm just flabbergasted at how he can, because I know he knows football.
Yeah.
And he's played the game. How can he watch Devin White play this way and continue to put him out there?
Well, somebody wants to talk about it. Welcome back to the JP, or welcome to the JP Peterson Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, guys. It's Jeremy calling. You're pretty familiar with me.
What's up, Jeremy? How you doing, brother?
Down this hangover from last night's game. Straight up.
We're all hungover. I didn't even drink.
Not straight up. They can really get into some personnel changes. I agree with y'all both on that. It's just hard watching this team fall apart. It's just so bad. I can't even explain. Lord. And by the way, Bowles really needs to figure it out, man. Because if he keeps it up, he will be fired this year.
Well, and I tell you right now, I think a lot of Bucs fans are looking forward to that moment, and a lot of Bucs fans are saying, just tank at this juncture. I mean, do you think they can turn this around? Do you have faith in this coaching staff? They can make the adjustments? Do you have faith in Baker Mayfield, or are you one of those guys that says, hey, let's see what Trask has as a quarterback? Do you think Trask would do any better with this offense, Jeremy?
As much as I love Trask, and JP knows I'm a big Gators fan, I love Trask, but at the same time, Baker, I feel like he just needs to pull the trigger a little bit faster instead of stalling. And I'm fine with Baker going forward. Like I said, we're in a bad division. I feel like we can still get back in it. But you just gotta, get it going, man. You gotta be able to run the ball. You gotta get it going in the red zone. You're in the red zone. Realistically, we should have beaten Atlanta when we were in the red zone, goal line. That loss hurt me more than last night's game.
I'll tell you what, I said this last night, 3 words to describe the Bucs team. I said, damn, this offense. What do you say?
I say coaching. Fundamentals, coaching.
Well, that's not 3 words. I mean, 3 words. Give me 3 words, Jeremy, about this team overall.
Coaching.
Coaching.
Thank you, JP. Coaching, exactly. At the end of the day, they just got to, make some changes. I mean, Ryan Neal, everyone's gutting for him. It wouldn't hurt to sub in Dieterlini on certain third downs and cut the zone crap. This ain't 2013, okay? This is not 2013. This is a whole new year, and that's what's reminding me of. I was so hyped over Revis coming here. I was a big fan of his. And then Shiano pulled that zone crap. So now both doing the same thing. Why this year? Your corners are getting paid top dollar, and yet you're playing zone, which is what they're not good at, obviously.
Well, I think it's pretty clear by this point that, and again, I love me some Todd Bowles, but you know what? Let's take a break. I want to come back and go a little bit big picture.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. Jeremy, thanks a lot for the call. Appreciate you. Yeah,
by the
absolutely.
Way, let me wind you up.
Wind me up. 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Get on the phone lines here on the JP Peterson Show.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're brought to you by the Jeeves Law Group, JEEVES lawgroup.com. Speaking about big Gators, got Jeeves. He'll probably be here if he's not in Jacksonville this weekend for the Florida-Georgia game, which I'm sure he will be. The world's largest outdoor cocktail party will be here tomorrow at starting at noon. That's when FSU will play Wake, and then 3:30 it's Florida and Georgia. So get on down to the patio this weekend, watch some college football, and then all the NFL games will be on Sunday as well. Come down tonight for the Halloween costume contest. $2,500 in prizes, $1,500 to the first prize. Bring your great costumes and come win some money. Back at 3. JP here for my good friends at Italiano Insurance, and they did it again. Once again, Italiano Insurance stepping up with the best customer service. I was in a bind. My old insurance company, my auto insurance, jacked up my rates, so I called Charity at Italiano Insurance, and she stayed till 9:30 at night until she got my insurance done. And guess what? She searched all these companies for me. I didn't do the work. She did. Saved me $1,000 on my annual premium. $1,000, folks. That's real money. And that's what you get at Italiano Insurance. Great customer service. And here's another note for you, by the way, with hurricane season up. 40% of people in Florida are underinsured. That means if you have something happen during a hurricane and you need replacement costs, you're going to get 40% less than you deserve. Can't let that happen. Call the folks at Italiano Insurance and get them to help you out in both those regards. They will save you money and keep you insured properly. That's 813-877-7799. Great folks in the community, been doing it for over 60 years. Italiano Insurance, 813-877-7799.
Are you experiencing those feelings of getting older, lower sex drive, fatigue, hot flashes, moodiness, or you just don't feel like you had the vitality you once had? It's a chronic problem here in the United States. You're not just getting old, it's likely low testosterone. Studies over the last 20 years show a shocking decline in younger males aged 16 to 39. Older men have seen a sharp decline as well, so do something about it. Go see my friend Christopher Lugo at Bay Area Modern Medicine. Look, testosterone replacement is not a frivolous treatment. It takes a professional, targeted approach that focuses on total body wellness, vitality, and emotional stability, not a one-size-fits-all approach like many clinics use. They will monitor your blood work and adjust your treatment as needed for optimal results. Folks, I've been on testosterone therapy for over 6 years, and it is a life changer. You will feel and look better than you did 10 years ago. Give them a call at 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. Tell them JP sent you for priority scheduling. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group, Jeeves. Call for a free case evaluation, 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. We're local, we're trusted. The law firm brings over 80 years of combined legal experience focusing on clients in Tampa Bay, the state of Florida, and national class action cases. If you're injured, get that free case evaluation, no cost to you. The Jeeves Law Group's focus is on auto, truck, and motorcycle accidents, as well as class action and consumer protection law. Scott Jeeves is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. You hear him on the show all the time. Great guy, big Gator fan, and great for the community. The Jeeves Law Group is a highly skilled team with years of experience that will apply their skills, expertise, and knowledge to assist individuals who have been in an accident with compensation for damages, lost wages, medical expenses, pain and suffering, and property damage. Get that free case evaluation, 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES.
Coming back at you. Now, more with JP on FanStream Sports. It's only just begun.
All right, welcome back to the patio. We got a lively group here tonight.
I'm telling you, man.
Very lively.
I wanted to make some noise in the background. Can I get you guys to make some noise? Can you make some noise? I think they can hear us.
Let's give them a little bit more volume.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Oh yeah, I'll give them a little volume here.
All right. So we're gonna listen to Baker Mayfield. We'll do that first.
Yeah, we'll do that first.
They can hear all that. We'll listen to Baker Mayfield as I watched the 2-point conversion last night. I like that play call, by the way. Throw it right to a Bills defender, have it careen off his hands into
and go
the
right
hands
into K. Dotton. Yeah.
I thought, we talk about Dave Canales being creative. I thought that was super creative.
Sure.
Who's going to think of that? We're going to throw it right to you.
Mm-hmm.
You stand behind him. So when he throws it and he pops off your hands, then you catch it. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I've never seen that play before.
Wow. It's amazing. Amazing stuff.
That's a hell of a two. That's why you go for two when you got that one in your back pocket.
Amazing coaching there by Canales and crew.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, why not? Let's throw it.
And listen, it's all in the score.
Right.
If it works, it's a great play.
Well, it's from the replacements, remember?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves throwing the ball to the guy's helmet and coming off into the offensive lineman's hands. I mean, that's the next thing you do. You put Vita Vea in there as a fullback. You throw it at a defender's helmet. It goes right off of it. Vita Vea, who could probably
next level.
Yes,
next level stuff.
I'm telling you,
next level
Todd
stuff.
Bowles is going to be calling us, thanking us for giving him all this advice on how to run his offense right now.
No,
stagnant.
All right, let's listen to a depressed Baker Mayfield after last night's game as the Bucs lose 24-18, their third consecutive loss.
Baker, it feels like you guys are doing some things, checking it down and moving the ball pretty well. Just trying to get started a little quicker has been a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, I mean, their punter did an incredible job tonight, pinning us back deep. So, got to somehow find a way to get that first down when you're backed up, get some yards, get some momentum going. But yeah, I mean, it was probably five times we were backed up. So just got to find ways to get it rolling, get it that first down, and get you some breathing room. Yeah, it's tough, but we just got to be better on third down and penalties again. So a couple pre-snap stuff. I mean, the atmosphere was great. They were really loud, so that definitely played a part. But still, got to hold our water.
You did have that touchdown to Mike Evans in the final 3 minutes there, but I think before that he had like one catch for the game. What were they doing to take him out of this?
Yeah, they were rolling a lot of coverages over the top of him. They were doing a good job of mixing it up. So they did a good job. Brought some pressures that we didn't handle very well, but some other things that we were able to find completions. And when it gets going, they're like in those 2-minute situations where we're playing hurry up offense. We're able to move Mike around a little bit, and so they're not able to dictate their coverages based on where he's at. So that's why you saw some of those catches there. We just like any of our studs, we got to get them involved early and often.
What role does your faith play in preparing for games like this?
My faith? It's a big part. It's a big part of the trust and the process, and that's the most important thing. I appreciate you asking that. But yeah, it's about trusting the process and trusting your brothers, and doing more for them, and just trying to love them how I should, and show the work ethic and the passion for the game, and let that be infectious.
How tough is it right now, having lost 3 in a row? Does it still feel like these guys are really in it? You guys are getting better each week.
Yeah, I mean, losing 3 in a row sucks. There's no way around that. It's just it's a feeling. So, but we showed fight tonight. That's the one thing that we can hang our hats on. We gave it everything we had there at the end, but you gotta play better early on. Can't hurt yourselves in some of these situations where we're driving the ball. Those momentum killers are critical tonight, and so we need to play better overall.
The pressure that it seemed like you were up against, that was one of the toughest defensive fronts you might see all year, but just your ability to lean on Rashad really 2 weeks in a row now in the passing game, checking down him.
Yeah, like I kind of mentioned to you guys earlier in the week, was he's a great player in space. He's really good out of the backfield catching the ball, and so just finding ways to get him involved continually. They're a great defense. They're coached extremely well. They've been in that system for a while, and they've got good veteran leadership. Those safeties make it really hard. They have a great nickel in Johnson that they know how to disguise coverages and pressures, and so they do a really good job. But we didn't have our A game tonight. Too many penalties.
How tough was it for you physically? You took quite a beating back there, especially in that game.
I'll say this: I'm happy we got a long weekend.
Baker, what is it about the Bills' defense, Micah Hyde and Poyer, how they disguise the coverages? I know most quarterbacks after the game say the same thing you just said.
Yeah. There's when it comes to disguising coverages, the safeties, you can tell those guys have had a lot of snaps together. Normally one guy will give away what they're actually doing, but they're like 2 peas in a pod moving on the same string at the same time, so they do a good job of that. And I think Johnson as well does an excellent job in disguise as well. So they present their own issues. It's good veteran ball that it's fun to try and game plan and scheme up against.
You go 92 yards. It took forever, but
22 plays. That was a long one.
Everything you had, right? But
yeah.
You think if you get the ball back without a Hail Mary chance, you feel pretty good about the fight that you had there at the end.
Yeah, and even the Hail Mary looked like a bunch of guys laying on the ground over there. I'm not sure who tripped over who, but we gave ourselves a chance. And when you're down 2 scores in a hostile environment on the road on a short week, we'd love to be in a different situation, but we were that close. Man, that just shows we're a few plays away, and we have the fight. Now we just had to have the execution and the fundamental stuff.
I know you mentioned earlier this week that you just felt like this team is really, really close. Just kind of echoed that just now. But just at a certain point, when does it just get to be so frustrating that the close just isn't good enough?
As competitors, it should always be frustrating when you don't play your best. Even win or lose, when you don't play your best, it should be frustrating. So for us, it's got to be the same mentality. Now we just have to put it all together. We have the fight. We have the preparation. I don't doubt what we're doing during the week. I don't doubt what we're doing scheme-wise. Now we just have to execute. It's just flat-out execution, being on the same page and doing it. And so, you get sick of that more than anything. You do your job, and accountability breeds that responsibility. That's one of our mottos that we have in the building, and so we need to continue to have that be the message.
And with the penalties, what do you think is causing that? Because you guys started off the season really good in that
Yeah.
department. In the last 2 weeks, you've had double digit, back-to-back weeks of double-digit penalties.
Yeah. Some of the holding calls, the physical stuff will happen. The ones that just drive you absolutely nuts are the pre-snap penalties, the ones that you can really control. I know the physical stuff you can control as well, but there's some things that are kind of subjective to the opinion of who's calling it. But, the pre-snap stuff it's inexcusable. So you have to get that fixed. Guys have to just be locked in. It doesn't matter if you know your job through and through if you don't stay on sides until the ball snaps. So that's the tough part, but we'll get it fixed. Thanks, guys.
If I hear we're going to get it fixed one more time without fixing it,
I'm telling you. When is it?
Does that drive you nuts?
It's redundant.
How many times have we heard Todd Bowles say we're going to get the penalties fixed? Going back to last year.
Yeah. I mean, it was the same problem last year. Was Donovan
get the running
Smith
game fixed?
Right. We're going to get this fixed. We're going to get
We're gonna
that
get
fixed.
the defense against the run fixed.
Maybe it's not fixable. Maybe it's the coaching. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's all it's been. And a lot of Bucs fans out there would say they should have fired Todd Bowles last year. And you know what the whole counterpoint of that was? Well, BA was looking over his shoulder. He had Byron Leftwich. Now he's got his new coaching staff. Well, guess what? Now the pressure is on. Now he's on that hot seat because it has not worked out. In fact, the offense, I would say, especially the run game, looks worse than it did last year, JP.
It does. It does.
So
and I said I would talk a little big picture, and that's part of it, listening to Baker Mayfield talk about execution. You know what execution is? Coaching. It's, great, well-coached teams execute.
Yeah.
And you say, well, what about the players? Well, listen, good coaches don't let players make the same mistake twice. They don't, because they drill it into their head that if they do it again, you're going to be sitting their ass on the bench. And the player looks around and go, that's right, because they did it to X or they did it to Y. When's the last time Todd Bowles benched anybody?
He hasn't. You said it best today. He's too much of a nice guy.
Yeah. He's got no a-hole in him.
Yeah. I don't even think it's Tony Dungy, because I know that Tony Dungy can be an a-hole, maybe not in front of the media, but behind closed doors.
I don't even know about that.
Yeah.
Tony was a different deal. Tony was, you didn't want to disappoint him. As Derek Brooks would say so many times, it's like he was like your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And you were so motivated to play hard for him because you didn't want to disappoint him because of his incredible character and how much he cared about you as a player and a human being. And you knew that. And not to say that Todd doesn't. It just, every coach is different. They do it a different way. And Todd's results, as much as we love him as a person, and we do, his results suggest that he just doesn't know how to get it done.
Yeah.
He doesn't. And when I look at the big picture, it's, some guys, and I've said this before, some guys are just great coordinators or really good coordinators, which I think he is. And I think right now his defense is not playing very well, and maybe he's spread too thin. But the bottom line is we're in this situation because of Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady didn't want Bruce Arians hanging around for whatever reason. You go back to, the Dolphins situation. He wanted to go to the Dolphins. Arians wasn't going to let him out of his contract. So he was like, okay, if I come back, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, informed opinion on people I've talked to and be reading the tea leaves. It was basically, do you think Bruce Arians didn't want to coach another year of Tom Brady?
Definitely wanted to coach. Of course he wanted to coach Tom Brady.
He just won a Super Bowl. He just won 13 games. And
he was a part of the recruitment process in the first place. Peyton Manning went to Tom Brady and said, BA, work with me. I mean, that was the whole deal. So,
and that, that dynamic worked because BA could be an a-hole.
That's what you need.
And then, did Bruce Arians handpick Todd Bowles because he thought out of all the candidates, in the world, that he was the best guy to be the head coach? I love BA.
Right.
I love him. I think he's awesome in every way. I mean,
I think Leftwich was probably the fall guy.
All the candidates.
Yeah, maybe it was Todd Bowles.
Is this how you have a succession?
Yeah.
You throw the head coach out in the middle of March or whenever it was and install the defensive coordinator in, keeping the offensive staff. The whole thing was dysfunctional. The whole thing was dysfunctional because it was directed by a player, arguably the greatest player of all time.
Sure.
And I'll stand by this account because that's just from the things I've heard, what I've seen covering this league, this is what I think happened. And then when the book is written, I think I will be validated here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happened. It's not how you make a transition to a new staff. This is not how you do it. Okay? And the fact that this team won 8 games last year in the regular season, finished 8-10, and you won a divisional championship and went to the playoffs almost by default because the division sucked. You had to bring the coach back. Did we not all see this coming? Was there going to be a market change in the way this team operates? Lack of accountability, lack of effort.
We thought at 3-1 that was going to take place because he was going for 4th down because this team was winning, but it was a mirage. They beat some bad teams. You know, you still have to beat your teams on the schedule, but Minnesota, not a great team. New Orleans, not a great team. There's a reason why the NFC South is so weak. And then you get up against these big boys like the Philadelphia Eagles, the Lions, and, of course, the Bills.
Let me ask you this. If they were in another division and, some team went 11-5, 11-6 as it is these days.
Yeah.
Or, boat race the Bucks. And do you think Todd Bowles would still be the coach?
No.
So a lot of this is just dysfunctional. And it's just not the way things are done if you're going to do it in a professional way. You have a succession, and did Bruce Arians want to protect his guys and all the families and all the people that he brought here? And maybe it'll work. Maybe it's as good. Hey, we could have gone out and hired some other guy that wasn't good either.
Yeah.
So as far as Bruce was concerned, why don't I give my guy a chance? Why don't I try to save as many jobs and as many families? It's a pretty commendable thing to do.
It is.
Pretty commendable thing to do.
BA's a commendable guy.
Great human being.
With everything that was said about him.
But is that the best thing for the, bloodthirsty NFL, the most competitive league in our world? No. Is that the best? Was that how you do successions? No. Just bigger picture here, folks. No, it's not how you do it. You clean house and you let somebody come in to run the program.
That's it.
And you go out and you pick the guy that you think is the best. And sometimes it works out. Most time it doesn't.
I'm telling you right now, I'm convinced. I was thinking about this today on the ride here.
And that's just brutal honesty that you're not going to hear many places.
I'm convinced.
And I'm not glossing myself. I'm just saying, let's just keep it real.
Right.
Let's keep it real.
That's what we do here on this show. Right.
That's what happened. It was, Todd Bowles, again, is a hell of a dude and a great defensive coordinator. He's just not cut out to be a head coach, in my opinion.
Right.
He's just not. And you can see it in the way this team plays and the way this team is prepared and the lack of execution. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. With penalties, we're going to fix it. With coverage busts. These guys have played together for how long? Dean, CD3.
These are Super Bowl guys. This is your pride. These are the grave diggers.
And we're still leaving Gabe Davis
yeah.
wide ass open.
Wide open.
We're still leaving CeeDee Lamb wide ass open during a playoff game.
Yeah.
I mean, again, not a well coached team.
Nope.
Not the way they play.
BA wouldn't put up
not
with this
the way
crap.
They play.
Would not put up with this crap, and that's why I'm convinced that if Bill Belichick gets fired from the New England Patriots,
that's not happening. But if he did what?
I think Jason Licht would hire him. I think the Glazers would instruct Jason Licht to fire Todd Bowles and go after Bill Belichick. And here's your consolation.
God, as I sit here today, would it be better than Todd Bowles?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you why. Because
would he bring a Super Bowl?
Not as a GM. That's the great thing about it. You have Jason Licht as your GM. He handles the player personnel because Belichick has been poor in that aspect.
Okay.
And then you have Belichick. It's like a John Gruden situation. Like John Gruden knows X's and O's. But as far as running a team and how to build a team, no, I'm not letting him. But as far as worrying about the defensive matchups, running the X's and O's, I could see that partnership happening next year. Because the Glazers, they know they can't afford another rebuild. You can't afford another rebuild. Look at the stands right now. We've been talking about this the last couple of weeks where Bucs fans, because the economy is so bad and because this team's product is so bad offensively, selling their tickets, not showing up. Do you think the Glazers are going to go through another 5-year rebuild? Get real here. No way.
Well, you hope it's not going to be 5 years. But, at this point, I'm watching this replay here, and the Hail Mary, my God, is like, hey, Chris, here it comes. Here it comes. Turn around.
Turn around, Chris. That's another 3 words you got here. You want to go out to these comments really quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Let's see. Corey Hall says 3 words. Trash offensive coordinator. Gary says the O-line was the problem last year and is still the problem. No running back will play well behind this line. If you have no threat to run, it makes it harder for the passing game.
No question.
Let me throw this out there, though. If Dalvin Cook, because he's unhappy, wants to get out of the Jets, and I feel like the Bucs should have drafted him in the first place instead of O.J. Howard. We went through that. If you could trade for Dalvin Cook, is he more successful than the running backs you have on this roster, yes or no?
Of course. 100%.
I would make the trade, but I don't think it's going to happen.
100%.
Let's go out to Corey here. They run outside zone, but this line is athletic. We should be pulling counter, GTGY counter. The backs can't find the cutback on the outside zone. Mock should be not be starting. It should be Wirfs, Stinney, Leverett, Hansey, and Gedeke. Agree?
I would go with that line, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go with that line.
All right.
I kind of want to – Hainsey so bad. But, yeah, give me Leverett and Stinney. I don't know who else. Mock may be a good player in time, but he's just not ready. He needs another year of weight training, another year, get some more size, get some more – you're not throwing the guy away. If you take him out, why can't you just say, listen, came from a small school, probably didn't have the best strength training in the world.
Yeah.
His bench press is not great. Those strength measurements are out there. He's getting overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. And so let's get him in the program, get him stronger, and let him start next year. Right now, he's not ready to play in the NFL. He's not.
No.
He's getting overwhelmed.
Worst loss besides BA, Ryan Jensen, easily.
Oh, my
Easily
God.
Ryan Jensen, because if you have Ryan Jensen, again, the attitude, the athleticism, what he brings to the table
What a
is a lot
difference that
more.
would make. Just last night, Stinney made a huge difference in the run game.
Physical.
Look how much different it looked last night, did it not?
Yeah.
I mean, at times. There were other times where, you can't call the same play twice up the I should have done this, but I was watching the All-22. There was a play, 2nd and 8, I believe it was. There were 9 guys within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, defenders. And then it was a tight formation for the wide receivers. So within probably 25 yards wide, maybe even 20, and 5 yards deep, there were 9 Buffalo Bills. And you're going to run a playoff tackle. It just from a
it makes
physical,
no sense.
Spatial sense. Okay,
it's not possible.
There's those almost 20 guys within 5 yards, 20 yards wide. There's nowhere to run.
Yeah.
Even if you block everybody, there's nowhere to run.
Yeah.
That's the most. You put it on a whiteboard. You go, okay, this guy blocks this guy, and this guy blocks this guy. Oh, this play should work. No. There's just no room. It's the NFL. Dudes are big.
Yeah.
There's not going to be – it's physically impossible to make a hole in that situation. Yet we're running 2 plays and out of that same formation. Ridiculous.
Yep, ridiculous. All right, let's go back out to the comments here. Mayfield really is not the problem. He's a game manager. This OC has to scheme. The playmakers open the play zone or play zone run flood. They blitz, run screens. Get it to your hop. Move Baker. He's short as hell. I mean, is it the fact that he doesn't want to throw an interception? Is he injured? Is he not? You look at the pressure from the offensive line last night. Didn't do him any favors. He's trying to get out of it. He's trying to escape it. We talked about the offensive line when it comes to pass blocking, but I think that's attributed to Mayfield and his mobility. Because if you have Tom Brady back there or even Kyle Trask, your line is terrible. You're not going to survive. You're not going to make it.
Well, again, when it comes down to coaching, the Bills looked at the tape, right? And they saw Atlanta left some holes open for Baker to run. So what did they do? They rushed in control. They kept him in the pocket.
Yeah.
And so when he looked to escape, there was no place to go.
Yep.
Great coaching.
Contained him.
Great execution.
Yep.
Do you see the Bucs doing stuff like this from a week-to-week basis? They screwed it up offensively against the blitz. Last week, they didn't have hot receivers looking back to the quarterback and in crucial moments. So what did the Bills do? They ran the same blitzes off the corner. You know what happened? Same result. No adjustment by the coaching staff.
None.
No teaching moments this week on if the corner comes off or safety comes off hot, blitzing late, this is where we go with the ball. Nope, nothing. Same result.
It's just it's ridiculous. Gary says our left tackle was our right tackle. Our right tackle was a left guard. Our center was a right tackle in college. Our right guard was a left tackle in college. Gary brings up a good point. I mean, yeah, they're versatile, but a lot of these
are they?
Right? They're
Maybe
not.
they're not.
They're not, and it takes a little bit of a transition
because we tried
period.
Luke in left guard, it was a disaster.
Sure,
we moved into his natural position, and what do you know?
It's amazing how that works. Right.
He played pretty good.
You put them in the right position to succeed, they succeed.
You bring Matt Filer in, who was bad last year.
Well, guess what? He's bad this year.
He's bad this year.
You know what he's better as? Hurt. That's what he's better as. On the bench.
Yeah. He's definitely better.
He was on the bench last year, too.
Let's take a break. We got a special guest here that is going to join us, talk about some fun stuff. So we'll take a break, come back to the patio. Folks, come on down here tonight for our Halloween costume contest. Give it away $2,500 cash, $1,500 to the best costume. That's real money. That's real money. We got $5 White Claws all night long, White Claw vodka. So great place to be. The patio is going to be rocking all night long for Halloween. So get your best costume, get on down here, and win some cash. Back in 3.
Coins sitting around the house. Well, the Golden Diamond Source will purchase a variety of different types of coins and bullion. Their gold buying program includes sterling silver, silver, platinum, and watches. They also accept unusual pieces that other jewelry stores do not, such as gold bars and sterling silver flatware. The list of items they do accept is far more extensive than those they don't, so check it out. While you're there, you can check out the largest collection of any family-owned jewelry store in the country, especially with summer coming to an end. The holidays are right around the corner. Never too early to start your holiday shopping, especially if you're planning on getting engaged or have any birthdays or anniversaries coming up. Come on in and find out what buying jewelry should be like with an expert staff of gold and diamond jewelry enthusiasts. And the best part, they treat you like family. And if you're worrying about price, don't. The Golden Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They even have a layaway. If you stop in and get your favorite piece now, you can have it paid off by Christmas. Plus, you can even finance your purchase with 0% interest for up to 5 years, and you can get a $5,000 diamond for only $83 a month. It's the greatest folks in the world, Julie and Steve Weintraub, the Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com.
JP here for my good friends at Italiano Insurance, and they did it again. Once again, Italiano Insurance stepping up with the best customer service. I was in a bind. My old insurance company, my auto insurance, jacked up my rates, so I called Charity at Italiano Insurance, and she stayed till 9:30 at night until she got my insurance done. And guess what? She searched all these companies for me. I didn't do the work. She did. Saved me $1,000 on my annual premium. $1,000, folks. That's real money. And that's what you get at Italiano Insurance. Great customer service. And here's another note for you, by the way, with hurricane season up. 40% of people in Florida are underinsured. That means if you have something happen during a hurricane and you need replacement costs, you're going to get 40% less than you deserve. Can't let that happen. Call the folks at Italiano Insurance and get them to help you out in both those regards. It will save you money and keep you insured properly. That's 813-877-7799. Great folks in the community, been doing it for over 60 years. Italiano Insurance, 813-877-7799.
Well, Fitz the mortgage guy did it again. A listener heard his ad, was going to another big bank, but called Scott Fitzgerald at American Mortgage Services of Tampa, and Fitz saved him $618 on his monthly payment. Are you kidding me? Folks, that's big money. Rates are going up, they're going down, they're going all over the place. Scott will shop your loan and save you lender fees and get the best rates. Email him, scott@amstampa.com, or call 813-294-7595. That's Fitz the mortgage guy. Lots of stuff going on right now, and these rates are going all over the place. You need somebody knowledgeable in the market that will work hard for you and get you the best deal. That's my man Scott. He's done 3 loans for me, done thousands of loans for local folks here, works with a lot of the coaches and players in the area. He's the guy. 813-294-7595, or go to scott@amstampa.com.
Let's go. Right now, back to the show with JP on FanStream Sport.
All right, welcome back to the patio. We're gonna have a little Halloween contest here tonight. $2,500. up for grabs, 1,500. And this handsome lad to our far left is the world famous Lou Maggio. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have like a...
Well, we got this right here. How about that? You
What's
like
up,
that?
sweet Lou?
What do you think about my costume?
I love it.
You wore yours.
You like the new stash?
No, I'm digging it, man.
Yeah.
You go for the Latins, and just look at you now.
It's just the Dirk Diggler
You blend
look.
right in, don't you?
Yeah, the 70s porn star look. I'm just lacking in so many
Porn star.
categories, but I got the mustache.
You mean you're bringing your career back?
Yes. No, so I got a little, be working a little, well, I don't know if I should tell her, but just wait for the pictures. Wait for the pictures. The lovely Ashley will be wearing her Morticia.
Yeah, I still can't figure that out, be honest with you.
And I'll be doing my Gomez tonight, so I think we'll look, I think we might
I know you're charming, but you're not that charming.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you that. I've known you a long time. Anyway, we'll leave it, but we won't go there.
Lou, let's talk about your days at the Playboy Mansion. Let's just screw all the sports talk. Let's just go right to the good stuff. Have you seen the Netflix special?
Yeah, about Hefner.
Yeah, you don't like what are you were there? You lived it. Tell me, what, good, bad, indifferent? What do you think?
I think it's bull. A lot
Really?
of it's bull. I mean, anyone that's being kept captive for 5 years and
I didn't hear all that. I
Yeah.
haven't got to that part yet.
No, it's which one are you talking about? There's all kind of ones about.
There's
these
the one
girls
right now. Isn't it? Is it on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's
Playboy stories or whatever.
Yeah.
Hulu, I think it is too.
Yeah, I've seen
maybe
that.
it's
I tell you,
Hulu, yeah.
I know a lot of those girls that are really mad about that being put out there because, I mean, all these girls that were his girlfriends or whatever, they didn't mind it when they were there.
They weren't complaining.
They had no
then.
problem when they were getting $5
no,
grand a month and they're getting hair done every day, and I mean, a lot better than working in a fish factory in Anchorage, Alaska. That was
I would think
one of
so.
them.
Yes, yes.
But and he forced them to do drugs and smoke marijuana. That's awful, just awful.
They forced them to
that
do
kindly old
Forced.
grandfather. It's like Heidi.
Yeah, I don't
he's
see that. I don't see that.
I can't see that. I tell you, when I went there a few times, he was married to Kimberly, and they had the kids' toys in the pool. So I didn't get to go to all that stuff, but it was fun.
What kind of toys were those, Lou?
Yeah, it was really rough. After 12 years of Catholic
Those weren't
education,
kids' toys,
I
Lou.
mean,
Those weren't kids' toys, by the way.
But yeah, I mean, no one got forced to do anything. I was
No,
baloney.
I don't play. No, what I saw.
You and I
was-
lived in the 80s, so we were at a party or two like that. Anyway,
They were more than willing to do the cocaine and the
no
weed
one
and
left.
everything else.
Anyway,
yeah, I think that no, but it was more about how he built the company, and I thought it was really, really interesting.
Oh yeah, the Playboy. That's a great one.
Yeah, he's how he started it. Literally put the Magic magazine together, raised the money like $50,000 for the first issue.
Right.
And at that time in the 50s, it was a very proletarian society.
That's a great one. I've seen that one too.
Yeah, nobody was like, oh, you're going to do a nudie magazine? Like, that's not going to go over. And they sold out the copies in the first 2 months.
Yeah.
And then he just built on it and built on it. It was just, it's a really cool documentary.
I worked with a couple of photographers, and they were like big time.
I know you did.
And they
who'd you work for?
Ken Marcus, David Meese, David Chan.
And you were a scout, right?
I was on retainer. I would produce some shoots for him.
Yeah, nice.
Right. I wasn't staff, but I worked for them about 3 years. It was. I used to get a retainer check every month from PEI, and I'd endorse it and send it to my parents. They had no idea. My mother was very Catholic, and she'd get a PEI check signed by Christy Hefner, and my dad didn't give a shit. But as far as that goes, it had no idea.
What's the name of this company? I don't know.
PEI?
PEI? What is
Who
that?
Who is this nice Christy Hefner girl?
Oh, she's so nice. Give us all that money.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, if the nuns could see me now. Anyway, but they were very good to me. And like I said, they're getting some bad publicity, but that's not true. But that's a great one.
That's a good one.
It's funny. Ken Marcus, we used to work for a big advertising agency in Chicago. And when he started shooting for Playboy, he said he would put Vaseline on the lens so it would be like a soft focus so no one would recognize his style. And so that's how they created soft focus.
Wow. Interesting. How about that?
It wasn't like
you've just learned something that
I'm telling you.
And something that no one really cares about. Anyway,
no, it's fascinating. Now they just
I have a lot of that information that people no one cares about. So trust me. No.
All right, so what do you got going here? You always got a big event that you're producing. You're the big producer.
Yeah, actually, we're doing a golf tournament next month, and it's gonna be for
Special Forces.
Yeah, Special Forces, exactly. So if you get a chance, go on to jnccharities.com. Check it out. Good golf tournament. We're going to have some fun. And then you and I are going to do the one in February for the Sports Club of Tampa Bay that you emceed, that you do a great job.
Thank you very much.
I still think you should do the Academy Awards because you're pretty funny. and you do a great job because it's great.
I don't think they're hiring me for the Academy Awards.
No, let me tell you guys something.
I don't think my politics fit in with that show.
He MCs this stuff, and I give him the notes 4 minutes before he goes on. I said, all right, here's the notes. Here's who we're doing, and he does a great job. And I'm kind of betting people, watch how he messes up, and he does it. I lost $100 last time.
See that?
Wow.
But then again, I didn't get crunched. You know, as far as
you gave me 4 minutes, bro. It wasn't like you gave me a minute. 4 minutes. That's a lifetime.
Hey, so let's talk Bucks, man. I was listening to you on the way over.
Yeah, what do you think?
I agree with you. It's a shame. I mean, if it was this year, it'd be the Tom Brady track meet because that good guy we'd be running everywhere.
I think he would be long gone by this point.
Yeah, I mean, Delvin Cook's got his bags packed. He's from Florida. He's ready to come down.
Come on down.
Thank you.
He's got his whole FSU alumni. One of your boys, isn't he?
Do we even have a Seminole on this team? I don't think we do.
I don't know.
No, you don't have
Of course, we haven't produced many NFL players in the last 7
I've been
years.
complaining about the running backs for weeks, and then
That's
last
probably
night
a good thing.
No.
I watched the game last night. I've been complaining about our running backs, but then I realized that our offensive line is standing up before these guys are falling down. So I mean,
not a whole lot of firing out going on.
No, there really
in the
old
days.
You know, and I like Baker Mayfield. You know, he pulls the trigger a little bit late here and there, but he's running for his life also.
Well, it's a flag football league according to Tom Brady now, so you're not supposed to.
You made it a flag football league, Tom.
Right,
so
exactly.
We have you to thank
We are
for
the
that.
team.
Yeah.
We're going to go down in history as a team that made Tom Brady retire. Anyway.
And had a losing season, too, by the way.
Yeah, damn it, we won a Super Bowl with him, though. You know what?
That's true.
We'll always have that.
Tom was very gracious to us, wasn't he? So
he was not. It was. You know, as with everything, though, with these guys, it's never a good exit. It's never a good exit.
Yeah, I like this place. I've never been to the Patio. It's really cool.
It is cool, and we got a
Very
developing story here. According to Jeff Darlington, local Jeff Darlington from Seminole, we're going to work on getting him on the JP Peterson Show. Dalvin Cook to speak with his agents about a potential trade. So Jason Lights, get on the line here.
Wait, is that someone in a Leonard Fournette costume back there? I'm sorry, is Leonard here?
Please.
Oh no!
Yeah, I think
that's a Michelin Man.
Yeah,
Leonard Fatnat.
Yeah, Leonard's at the bar getting a drink right now. He doesn't have anything else to do.
By the way, who's bigger, Leonard Fournette last year before camp or Devin White now? I still think it's Devin White now. What do you say?
I agree. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, when I was watching the tape,
I'm being courteous here. Come on.
He's got a. Yeah.
I'm a guest here. I want to
man.
come back.
All right, so the golf tournament you got going here. How do they get involved with that?
Oh, okay. All you got to do is go to jnccharities.com.
jnccharities.com
right.
for
and
special
it's
forces.
for special operations. It's a foundation.
Operations.
It's really going to be good. It's the first one we've done for them, and all the proceeds go right to them. It's awesome. You got to support the veterans.
Absolutely.
We do all the time.
100%.
So it's
important. And the active duty.
That's right.
Who will soon be very active duty, unfortunately.
Yes, it is. True.
Yeah. All right, Lou.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's fun.
Anything else
as
you
always.
want to tell our vast audience out there today?
Yeah,
Join the Tampa Sports Club.
Yeah, TampaSportsClub.com. It's getting bigger and bigger. We're having we had a smoker the other night.
How was the smoker the other night?
Yeah, why didn't you come?
Because it was my day to stay in Orlando.
I see the reason you didn't come, but we'll leave it right there. She's sitting right there next to you anyway, and I don't blame you. Anyway,
good choice, JP.
He's given up cigars. He's given up running around, and I know why. And I probably would have done the same thing.
Yes,
anyway, but I had to host it. So good seeing you guys, man.
Yeah, good to see you, Lou.
Fun show, always fun.
The great Lou Maggio.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks a lot. Let me give him the
the
air horn.
All right, we'll take another quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about a winning franchise.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
That would be the
one I work
right?
for, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So quick break. We'll be back here to the Patio. Big costume contest tonight for Halloween. $2,500 cash up for grabs. 1,500 to the best costume. Plus, you'll see my costume. And more importantly, Ashley's costume.
Yes.
Which is fabulous, by the way. Fabulous. So come on down to the Patio, 421 South McDill, about 3-4 blocks south of Kennedy. And it's going to be a great night tonight under the palm trees. Gorgeous
Beautiful
weather.
out right now.
$5 White Claw vodka. So come on down tonight. Back in 3. Stay with us.
Do you have any old coins sitting around the house? Well, the Gold and Diamond Source will purchase a variety of different types of coins and bullion. Their gold buying program includes sterling silver, silver, platinum, and watches. They also accept unusual pieces that other jewelry stores do not, such as gold bars and sterling silver flatware. The list of items they do accept is far more extensive than those they don't, so check it out. While you're there, you can check out the largest collection of any family-owned jewelry store in the country, especially with summer coming to an end. The holidays are right around the corner. Never too early to start your holiday shopping, especially if you're planning on getting engaged or have any birthdays or anniversaries coming up. Come on in and find out what buying jewelry should be like with an expert staff of gold and diamond jewelry enthusiasts. And the best part, they treat you like family. And if you're worrying about price, don't. The Gold and Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They even have a layaway. If you stop in and get your favorite piece now, you can have it paid off by Christmas. Plus, you can even finance your purchase with 0% interest for up to 5 years, and you can get a $5,000 diamond for only $83 a month. It's the greatest folks in the world, Julie and Steve Weintraub, the Gold and Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com. Hey guys, are you experiencing those feelings of getting older, lower sex drive, fatigue, hot flashes, moodiness, or you just don't feel like you had the vitality you once had? It's a chronic problem here in the United States. You're not just getting old, it's likely low testosterone. Studies over the last 20 years show a shocking decline in younger males aged 16 to 39. Older men have seen a sharp decline as well, so do something about it. Go see my friend Christopher Lugo at Bay Area Modern Medicine. Look, testosterone replacement is not a frivolous treatment. It takes a professional, targeted approach that focuses on total body wellness, vitality, and emotional stability, not a one-size-fits-all approach like many clinics use. They will monitor your blood work and adjust your treatment as needed for optimal results. Folks, I've been on testosterone therapy for over 6 years, and it is a life changer. You will feel and look better than you did 10 years ago. Give them a call at 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. Tell them JP sent you for priority scheduling. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group, Jeeves. Call for a free case evaluation, 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. We're local, we're trusted. The law firm brings over 80 years of combined legal experience focusing on clients in Tampa Bay, the state of Florida, and national class action cases. If you're injured, get that free case evaluation, no cost to you. The Jeeves Law Group's focus is on auto, truck, and motorcycle accidents, as well as class action and consumer protection law. Scott Jeeves is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. You hear him on the show all the time. Great guy, big Gator fan, and great for the community. The Jeeves Law Group is a highly skilled team with years of experience that will apply their skills, expertise, and knowledge to assist individuals who have been in an accident with compensation for damages, lost wages, medical expenses, pain and suffering, and property damage. Get that free case evaluation, 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES.
Coming back at you. Now, more with JP on FanStream Sports. It's only just begun.
All right, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show. Here from the patio in South Tampa.
Yes.
Beautiful night for a costume contest.
And you got fans out there right now. We got a fan mic open. If you want to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
come on
your
over.
favorite
You got
NFL
the fan
team.
mic right here. Step right up. Whatever you want to bring to the table.
Don't be shy. I mean, this is like a live TV show with radio elements.
You want to talk? You want to talk football? college football. We'll get it. The Rays.
Yeah.
Why were the Rays on?
Blake Snell, happy anniversary when Kevin Cash took him out. You got to love that, right? Who doesn't love that, Rays fans, huh? Blake Snell pitching.
Oh, wait a minute. We have a victim. Step right up.
Wait a minute.
Jump
All
right
right.
in.
There you go.
And he brought his dog.
All right. Go ahead and sit down in the chair here. Look at that. There. Yeah,
Come on,
go
jump
ahead.
on in.
All right.
That's why we're here. It's why
How
we
we
have
doing,
the
ladies
fan
and
bun.
gentlemen?
How you doing?
First of
Not
all, what's your dog's name?
Norman.
Norman.
Named after the late comedian Norm Macdonald.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I see the resemblance, actually. Yes, a little bit of Norm Macdonald in him. So, and your name?
My name is Kevin.
Kevin, how are you?
I'm not doing bad. How about yourself?
Good, fantastic. It's a beautiful night at the patio, isn't it?
You know what?
Dog
I
friendly,
would say
by the
so.
way. Obviously,
absolutely. Bitches are welcomed here.
That's there you go. That's what I'm looking for. All you bitches, come on down.
Now, what are you guys talking about on this old radio station? You got
Anything you want to talk about? How did you feel about?
Anything?
Did you watch the Bucks game last night?
I did until they didn't call it defensive pass interference on that goddamn Hail Mary, but it's an interesting conversation.
Well, they don't do that anymore, or have never have. It's a free for all. I kind of like it. Everybody knows it.
Some people just call it a prayer.
Yeah, just like Mike. First of all, Mike Evans threw a guy to the ground. Okay, fine.
But that's Mike Evans. Not a no-name defensive back for the Bills. Mike Evans.
Mike Evans throws all.
Remember Mike Evans said, "Hey, that's Tom Brady." The refs should have said, "Hey, that's Mike Evans."
Just jump up and catch the ball.
Exactly.
You
Chris
can't just
Godwin,
jump
the
up
ball.
and
Chris
he's
Godwin, the
6'5".
ball's right there.
You can't also jump. That makes it unfair. What do you guys? What kind of fucking game are you running here?
Well, you got Godwin. All you have to do is turn around, and the ball's right there. But of course,
about
he's
that?
getting grabbed
Hey,
too.
How about that?
Hey, Bright Eyes, why don't you turn around, all right?
And the dog.
Isn't it crazy with all that bad football? All Chris Godwin had to do was turn around and catch the ball. Was right in his lap, and they would have won the game.
How about this? How about with all that bad football for 30 years, Tom Brady, the greatest American in the history of the planet, shows up and wins the Super Bowl here?
Is that just not the greatest story ever?
I mean, there's that. There's Columbus finding America. We're not continuing it after America. All right. And then, Revolutionary War, and then Tom Brady.
So the day that I broke that story that Tom Brady's coming to Tampa Bay, and he wins a Super Bowl as a Bucs fan, is that the greatest thing that's ever happened to you?
I was onto it fall that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was during pandemic.
No, before pandemic.
Oh.
I'm from Boston area.
Okay.
If
So
you were to
we
read
knew he was leaving.
If we were to read the tea leaves on that,
we knew he was leaving, right?
Well, yeah. Well, he quit his charities and put his house for sale. Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a charity guy or own a house. But I'd say if I had both of them, if I did that, I'm leaving.
So there's a sign, but nobody had him coming to Tampa Bay.
That's not true.
Except me.
That's not true. That is absolutely not true.
Why did you think he was coming to Tampa Bay?
There was a thing. First off, I bought my season tickets a day before he signed. But there was a thing. There was a thing on the Saturday, I think, before he went to dinner with Vinnick and Jeter at Burns.
That happened?
Yep, that happened. Colin Cowherd, Monday morning goes, well, don't worry about Tampa. Then I think it might have been Chris Morton's with ESPN said Tampa looms large.
If you'd have been listening to
Tampa was a done deal.
If you would have listened
Tampa
to my
was a done
show
deal.
the day after Jameis Winston threw the pick six to end his career.
First off, if you're gonna mention a Jameis Winston pick six, you got like 42
Which one?
situations.
The last
to
one.
choose from.
The last one. The last one.
The last one.
So the day after he did that, Kevin, I came on my show the next day, the very show that you're on right now, and I said Tom Brady will be the next quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And everybody told me I was crazy.
Yes.
And a few months later, it happened.
Okay, so we're on the same page then.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
So he looked at it, but the only difference was the only other team he was going to go to would have been the Saints if Drew Brees retired.
Or the Raiders.
No, never the Raiders.
Gronk said the Raiders deal was done.
Yeah, well, Gronk's
been
hit a few times.
You know who nixed that deal?
What's that?
You know who nixed the Raiders deal?
The UFC guy.
No, the coach.
Yes,
John Gruden.
What's that?
John Gruden.
Yeah, Dana
What,
White.
Tom Brady wasn't white enough for him?
Kevin, I think we're going to have you as a regular guest on the show now.
I'm telling you.
Well, you know
fire.
what?
Let's
not do emails.
Listen.
The Redskins might get us.
This is. Hey,
oh, sorry. I mean the R words. I'm sorry. I mean Commanders.
This is a different kind of show.
Yes.
We don't necessarily endorse your comments, but you're.
I don't either. I don't.
But you're free to say them here. We protect the First Amendment here.
Hold on one second. I was saying that in a point of time. At the time, that's what they were called. I don't agree with them either.
No, you know why? You know why he didn't want Tom Brady there was because Gruden doesn't want anybody bigger than him.
Well, of course.
So
and
Tom Brady is not welcome. Anyway, Brady lands here. He brings us to Super Bowl. As a Buccaneers fan, is that your favorite Super Bowl or the original one?
The Seahawks Super Bowl.
Oh, you're a Seahawks fan?
No, I'm a Tom Brady fan from Boston.
Okay.
I just own the Patriots.
So you're not a Bucs fan. Right.
No. Yeah, absolutely not. Right. Not a Bucs fan.
Okay.
But I am now. I'm Lightning fan, turned over, absolutely. But with how Tom Brady was treated out of New England when they didn't realize the only position that really matters is a quarterback in football.
So what do you think about Belichick now?
Oh, what do I think about Belichick? You know what? If you want to go 8-8, fucking hire him.
See, I told you. He wants to hire Belichick.
I'm just saying,
he's building a house down here.
I'm saying it could work with Jason Light being the GM. I think he's an X's and O's guy.
Absolutely. Actually, Jason Light basically built one of the best franchises in the history of football, and the only thing they were missing was a quarterback.
That's right.
There you go. I mean, that defense, that offense, they got 2 Hall of Famers. They had 2 Hall of Famers outside wide receivers. Cameron Brate was very good. Then they brought Gronk in. And then they had their defense, which is just star-studded. And then they got those guys assigned cheap. Absolutely genius guy. But you just need a perfect guy pulling the trigger. And they had him at Tom Brady. And they had 25% Tom Brady, not like real Tom Brady.
Right. That's all you needed.
Yeah.
No.
You know what? That's absolutely true.
That's all you needed.
And you had AB, too. Remember AB and Leonard Fournette you signed before the season or during the season.
Yes, we had AB.
Yeah, AB.
Yeah, we did.
Well, they 8 games until he
you don't
quit.
have to bring that guy up.
Hey, that was Tom's fault. Bruce told me right to my face at Palmacia in the men's grill.
Humble brag.
He will never.
Brag.
Yeah, thank you very much. Did I drop any names there?
Dude, we were at the best country club going.
He said, well, we were at Bushwood. He said, that jackass will never play for me. So when they signed him, I was like, Tom Brady has more power than Bruce Arians. Which, in the end, we found out was 100% true.
Yep. And you gotta understand, a lot of Bucs fans out there, even though you think that Tom Brady is coming here, Bill Parcells left this Bucs organization twice at the altar. Chip Kelly.
Well, that's why they got John Gruden, because they were in too much cap jail.
Well, yeah.
That's why he went to Dallas.
Yeah, but they again.
It was the Bucs after the Super Bowl. They had all those high.
Well, I remember it's also before in the 90s, Bill Parcells left this team at the altar. Yeah. And that's you right
that's
there.
Ancient history.
That's fine.
I know, but
Kevin,
I'm just saying every Bucs fan thinks like that. Even if Tom Brady's confirmed to come to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you think he's going to leave this team at the altar. No, it's called PTSD.
Didn't happen.
Bucs
I wish
traumatic.
my ex-wife.
Kevin,
I wish my ex-wife left me at the altar. It'll save me a few bucks. You know what I mean?
Ditto, brother. On that note, we will bump fists and say thank you for stopping by. That was very entertaining.
Thanks a lot, man.
Kevin and Norman, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there you go.
Ladies
Air
and
horn.
That was outstanding.
That's how it's done. And he got his dog on and everything.
That's right. Dropped a couple F-bombs.
Awesome. There, it's good.
Outstanding.
You can do that. We're not going to get kicked off.
Yeah, come on over.
We're not on a radio station, guys. This is like a TV show, honestly.
This is worldwide, global, hundreds of thousands, now millions of viewers.
We're taking over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The evolution of sports television. All right.
Love it. Yes, thank you.
Let's take another break. Are we going to hear from Todd Bowles from this morning?
We are
Just
going to
for
hear
fun?
from Todd Bowles. Absolutely. Why not?
We'll do it. Quick break. We're here at the patio. We had a big $2,500 costume contest tonight. Come on down. If you finish first, you get $1,500. That's cash money. Like in a week, it'll be worth $750. But come on down and get your money while you can at the patio. 421 South McDill. $5 White Claws, $5 White Claw vodka. We got a big old party going on tonight. So come on, enjoy the weather. Tomorrow, it is college football. Tampa Gator Club here. Florida, Georgia is going to be off the chain. FSU Wake at noon. Get your butt down here to watch some college football all day, all night long. And then Sunday, we got the NFL Sunday ticket. Every game except – then I guarantee you the Bucs won't lose on Sunday. Guaranteed they won't lose on Sunday. Come on down.
Old coins sitting around the house? Well, the Gold & Diamond Source will purchase a variety of different types of coins and bullion. Their gold buying program includes sterling silver, silver, platinum, and watches. They also accept unusual pieces that other jewelry stores do not, such as gold bars and sterling silver flatware. The list of items they do accept is far more extensive than those they don't, so check it out. While you're there, you can check out the largest collection of any family-owned jewelry store in the country, especially with summer coming to an end. The holidays are right around the corner. Never too early to start your holiday shopping, especially if you're planning on getting engaged or have any birthdays or anniversaries coming up. Come on in and find out what buying jewelry should be like with an expert staff of gold and diamond jewelry enthusiasts. And the best part, they treat you like family. And if you're worrying about price, don't. The Gold & Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They even have a layaway. If you stop in and get your favorite piece now, you can have it paid off by Christmas. Plus, you can even finance your purchase with 0% interest for up to 5 years, and you can get a $5,000 diamond for only $83 a month. It's the greatest folks in the world, Julie and Steve Weintraub, the Gold & Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com. Hey guys, are you experiencing those feelings of getting older, lower sex drive, fatigue, hot flashes, moodiness, or you just don't feel like you had the vitality you once had? It's a chronic problem here in the United States. You're not just getting old, it's likely low testosterone. Studies over the last 20 years show a shocking decline in younger males aged 16 to 39. Older men have seen a sharp decline as well, so do something about it. Go see my friend Christopher Lugo at Bay Area Modern Medicine. Look, testosterone replacement is not a frivolous treatment. It takes a professional, targeted approach that focuses on total body wellness, vitality, and emotional stability, not a one-size-fits-all approach like many clinics use. They will monitor your blood work and adjust your treatment as needed for optimal results. Folks, I've been on testosterone therapy for over 6 years, and it is a life changer. You will feel and look better than you did 10 years ago. Give them a call at 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. Tell them JP sent you for priority scheduling. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com. JP here for the Jeeves Law Group, Jeeves. Call for a free case evaluation, 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES. We're local, we're trusted. The law firm brings over 80 years of combined legal experience focusing on clients in Tampa Bay, the state of Florida, and national class action cases. If you're injured, get that free case evaluation, no cost to you. The Jeeves Law Group's focus is on auto, truck, and motorcycle accidents, as well as class action and consumer protection law. Scott Jeeves is a board-certified civil trial lawyer and a certified circuit court mediator practicing in the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. You hear him on the show all the time. Great guy, big Gator fan, and great for the community. The Jeeves Law Group is a highly skilled team with years of experience that will apply their skills, expertise, and knowledge to assist individuals who have been in an accident with compensation for damages, lost wages, medical expenses, pain and suffering, and property damage. Get that free case evaluation, 888-9-JEEVES. That's 888-9-JEEVES.
Coming back at you. Now, more with JP on FanStream Sports. It's only just begun.
All right, well, welcome back to the JP Peterson Show. That was quite the fan
Gotta love that. Fan mic, interaction. That's
fan
what we do
mic
here.
is open.
Yes.
Anybody wants to jump in, come on down. Come on down.
Yeah, come on down if you want to talk sports. How about this? We'll throw this out there. What's your favorite Halloween costume? You got a story about that?
Of this year?
Yeah, well.
I think it's the did you see the one on TMZ Sports? They put the giant penis. You see that?
I didn't see that.
Giant penis costume.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. What's another costume you could think of that's popular this year? Is it Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce and Taylor. Yeah,
Taylor.
That's pretty.
You do that one.
And what else?
You guys could have done that, right?
Ashley, you would know. What's popular this year? Anything sexy.
There, go ahead. Yeah. Or she should come over here.
She comes sit in the mics.
Come over here. Come on.
Come on.
Come over here. Don't be shy.
You gotta get in the fan mic seat. Yeah.
See, this is what we do here. We produce while we're on air at the patio. If you're not down here, where you at? $2,500 costume contest.
Well, I think Ashley's going to win it tonight. Her Morticia outfit is outstanding.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry, honey. Well, I think you're well. Also, you have a let's just say an in with the judge. So that might. I'm not saying that there'll be any nepotism
If I win,
here.
people would say that I slept my way to the top.
And they'd be correct,
I would
by the
not
way.
like that.
They would be 1,000% correct.
Oh,
so, but you know what? That's a tried and true method here in America.
Yes!
So I don't see what the problem is. I don't see.
No.
We're kidding, folks. It's not going to work that way. We're just here. We're going to be hosting the contest, so we want it to be in costume, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna. That's why I got my little thin mustache here. So I'll be looking like Gomez, and she'll be looking like Morticia.
There you go.
So yeah, I think
character. That's awesome.
Are there any other popular Halloween costumes that you've seen?
No. Well, for girls, remember what I told you? Like they say in Mean Girls, Halloween is the one night of a year that you can dress like a slut and get away with it.
This is true. This is true. And more times than not, when you have a Halloween costume contest, women win.
Yeah.
Easily.
Well, of course they should.
They're gonna win.
I have a feeling that we'll have some very good costumes here tonight.
I do too.
For $1,500 first prize, I would think so.
I thought it was $2,500.
$2,500 total.
Wow.
So I think it's $1,500, and then $750 and then $250.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I was going to break that down, but
That's what I'm going with there.
Pays rent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pay
And
the
then
rent.
some.
Yeah.
And then some. So yes. All right. Well, I can't wait to see you in your Morticia outfit.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to add about? No. Wait. I have to. Your thoughts on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce is not a champion, first of all.
Are you a little surprised? I think she can do better.
I'm not pleased about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think she can do better, but then also I'm kind of thinking maybe they're a lot alike in some things.
Like how so?
That I've been seeing on TV, his new commercials and stuff like that. I think that they might really align with that stuff and maybe
so they're aligned with the Pfizer.
Right. She
Mr.
wants
Pfizer.
to be
Mr.
Mrs. Pfizer.
Well, there you go. $2 million will do that to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Imagine the influence Taylor could have if she makes a commercial getting her booster shot.
She already has it.
You know how many Swifties will be lining up to get that?
I don't even want to think about it.
And a sparkly Band-Aid to cover it. Anyway,
I just want to see the debate.
I don't like Travis Kelce at all. He bothers me.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. And
appreciate you. There we go. I'm going to give her the air horn right there. As Tim's like, oh, it's loud. It is loud. Everything is loud. We're loud here on the JP Peterson Show.
All right. Let's do some of the comments here.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's see. Where do we leave off here? Wow. Okay. Let's go out to Corey here. Yep. Dead right. Because of Tom. Tom didn't like BA. Corey again. You're damn sure right about that. Gary, I don't think any running back averages over 4 yards per carry behind the line. So he's
let's bring in Dalvin Cook and find out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why not? If it's like what, a 5th, 6th, even a 7th round pick for Dalvin Cook,
why not?
Go for it. Right the wrongs of the history, by the way. OJ
right.
Howard, people trying to convince me, and you know this all too well. I think you were working at the radio station at the time.
No, we all wanted. Well, the smart people wanted Dalvin Cook.
Well, the people that were on the radio at the time were, you don't
still
draft a running back
in
the first round,
and they still didn't do it.
Right. You don't draft a running back in the first round.
Would have been a total rewriting of history had they done that.
I think Jameis is probably still here.
Yeah,
honestly.
Now that I think about it, that would have sucked.
Because you would never got Tom Brady.
Come on. Get your butt in the seat.
On.
Let's go.
Come on. All right.
Come on. Get your ass over here.
There we go. I got to give him the air horn.
What's up, Mr. Owner? We got a big costume contest here tonight, do we not,
do.
Mark?
Yeah, we do.
$2,500 of your money you giving away. What are you, the Pat McAfee
Only
of Halloween
to the
costume?
prettiest and most made up.
Yeah. So
what's going on with you guys?
We're talking football. We're talking Bucks. We're telling everybody to come down for what's this place going to be like tomorrow for the Florida-Georgia game? The world's largest outdoor cocktail party is
We're
right
just
here.
carrying it in Hillsborough County. They're
Yeah,
used to
right?
that up in Jacksonville. We're carrying it down here to Tampa.
Yeah. They don't want to call it that up there, so we can just call it here. We embrace that, right?
Absolutely.
This place is going to be mobbed tomorrow, right?
It'll be a busy game.
It's very busy.
Yeah, it'll be a busy day.
Yeah. And what about tonight? What are we thinking tonight? $2,500 up for grabs.
That's right. It's going to be a good costume party. We got a lot of people coming in, a lot of beautiful women, a lot of made-up guys. I think it's going to be a good show.
The lovely Ashley's going to be looking like Morticia. That's why I got the porn stash.
There you
I'm going to
go.
be looking like Gomez tonight. So we're going to be hosting your contest in costume tonight.
That's perfect.
See, I'm going the extra mile for you, bro.
You cannot vote for your girl, dude.
She just came on and said people will think she slept at the top, and I was like, well, yeah, that's how kind of how it works.
Insider
in America.
trading.
Yeah.
Insider trading.
Hey, you could become vice president. You never know. It's how it works in this country. So I'm not saying. I'm just.
So
saying.
I got a question for you, JP. I got
Yes,
a question
sir.
for you. What
Anything.
in the world happened on the last play of the Bucs game?
Well, Chris Godwin didn't get his head around in time. Otherwise, that ball would have dropped right in his belly for a touchdown. It's a free. Listen, everybody that's looking for pass interference, it's a free for all. It's a freaking free for all. That's a Hail Mary. No one's ever going to call pass interference on a Hail Mary. Never.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, you got to remember that we had so many opportunities to win that game. We
so
really
many
did.
opportunities.
And they blew it on their own mistakes, their own penalties. They were very overcalculated and presumptuous of what they thought they could be accomplished last night. And our guys didn't step up. I mean, it's bottom line. They really didn't.
11 penalties. 11
You got to
penalties.
execute in certain spots. And, Baker missed some guys. You had more drop footballs. Guys not, blocking the right guy.
I got to do
it
again.
A lot of bad football. A lot of bad football.
We got a fan right here. What's going on right
Tim's
there?
in character right now.
I love it.
Awesome.
No, it was not a good night for the Bucs, and I don't know if it's going to get any better. That's the problem.
We got talent. There's no doubt.
There's talent there. There's talent there. We got
coaches. We got the right coaches.
Yeah. No. That's what it's for. People don't understand this.
It's
but
a fan mic.
It's a fan mic. It's a camera. Don't be scared of it.
Tim, what do you think of your Buccaneers? You were here watching the game last night.
Oh, my God. I thought we had it.
Mark, Mark's belly.
Let me sit down. Let me
fire it up.
So, hey, we tied it up 10-10. We played like shit. And
We
then
did.
I thought that, I was like, maybe we'll start playing a little better. No, didn't happen.
What's the problem?
I don't think they have any coordination going on with the team.
So you think it's a coaching problem?
Could be. Man, it's hard to say, dude. It really is, because I think that what's homeboy's name, the quarterback?
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, dude. I thought he would be better, man. What do you think, dude? He plays good every now and then when he wants to, I think.
He's
I don't know.
kind of lost his mojo.
You think he doesn't want to play good? Or
ever since the bye week and he went to the Red River shootout, and I don't know, maybe he had a little bit too much fun there or whatever. No, I'm not begrudging him that, but it's just the bye week effed us up.
What did you think about the game? What do you think they could have done?
God.
When it was 10-10.
Look, see this legal pad?
Write it down. You got to write it down.
I did 45 minutes in the beginning of the
pad
show.
Going on. All right.
I mean, people are like, Jesus, shut the hell up. Everything was – no, they're very poorly coached, in my opinion. And
okay.
Even though I love the guys personally, Dave Canales and Todd Bowles and everything, they're just not getting the job done from a coaching standpoint because guys are not executing. They're making the same mistakes, same penalties. Guys are open. Baker's he's holding the ball too much. He's got to pull the trigger.
Agreed.
He's got the wide receivers are not, they're breaking. They're not running great routes. There's just a lot of bad going on. And defensively, they play a lot of guys that shouldn't be playing. Devin White is just a pair of shoes. He doesn't do anything out there, but he's, the coach loves him and he's going to keep him out there.
Most disappointing aspect right there is Devin White's play.
You just can't. There's some guys out there that just shouldn't be playing, and they won't fire him. So
Was there any drop passes?
There were a couple drop passes. So, Payne Durham dropped a big one. He's a rookie.
So nobody wanted to play, is that what you're saying?
Look, you just look at the energy of the team.
It's down.
Like they don't fly around. The effort is half-ass. It's just not good. It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that,
A couple
bro.
of wet farts, man. A couple of wet farts, dude. Yeah.
It's a lot of that.
Fart in the frying pan.
Yeah, you heard that? Wet fart. That's what it is, dude.
It's a lot of that going on.
The Bucs, dude, you always want to cheer. I'm from Tampa originally, and I've always cheered for them, man. And we've gone through ups and downs. We had a good lineup. I thought we had a good team this year. Really, I did.
I thought we had
a
team that could win this very bad division.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
it was above. That's what I thought.
It's very
they
bad
could win
division.
9-10 games, and Baker could be pretty good, and they were at first, but they've kind of lost their mojo. And I think what happens is all the other teams get tape on you, and then they start coaching up against you, and our coaches just really haven't answered. You got to have a plan that we can see on a weekly basis. This is what they're doing.
What would be your answer to him? To the
Todd
coach?
Bowles?
To the coach.
Prayer.
What would be your answer to him to change the whole deal?
All right. Well, number one,
right.
They got rid of the left guard, Matt Filer, because he got injured. But you shouldn't have to wait till a guy gets injured to remove a guy that's not playing well when you got somebody. The guy they put in there, Aaron Stinney, was very good last night. The highest graded lineman they had last night, and he's been sitting on the bench. They need to replace the center. They need to replace the right guard. They need to replace Devin White. They need to replace Ryan Neal.
Jesus.
These are all
a lot of people to replace.
Yeah, these are all. Well, they're not.
Replace the whole team.
They're not getting the job done.
In there.
If a guy's not getting the job done, what do you do?
Oh.
Do you own a business?
I guess not.
Do you own a business? Do you work somewhere?
Yeah, I do.
You own a business?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you got a salesman that sucks? Do you leave him?
You get rid of him.
You get rid of him,
Yeah.
right? Go find somebody else that can do the job. You got a guy that's killing your bottom line. You just sit there and go, hey.
He goes,
hang out, bro.
He goes, you own a business.
Yeah, like hang out, bro. Yeah, whatever you want to do. No, you get rid of him, right?
I'm a partner in some bars in Orlando, and we haven't, dude. Orlando sucks. I don't remember the last time you've been there. It fucking blows. But
I'm temporarily living in Orlando.
I didn't know you're from Orlando. My bad.
Yeah.
No offense taken.
Yeah, not Orlando
Winter
proper.
Garden,
We're in this.
Well, Winter Garden sucks even worse than Orlando. Sorry for that. Anyways, moving along.
But you have a crappy bartender who's killing your bottom line. Do you keep him in?
It starts with that.
No, you go get somebody else, right?
It comes with I guess you go management,
Yeah.
and then it trickles down. You got a little trickle down effect going on, and that's probably what's going on.
But it's sometimes they're guys you like or girls you like, and they're not.
They need a little pump, man.
They're hard. They're hard conversations to have,
men.
right? But you got to have them.
Well, not really. When you make money, you're like, "Hey, man, you suck. You suck. Get the fuck out and let's
Right.
go."
Yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to say that on this?
Yeah, on this show you are.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, I didn't know.
We're not on the radio.
It's my first time. It's my first time.
No, it's okay. No, that's good. That's why we have an open fan mic. We don't care.
I love that.
It's fantastic.
I like what you guys are doing.
No, but
here.
this
is great.
It's no different. It's no different for an NFL football team. If you're not getting the job done, and you know what happens if you're a coach and you let that happen, you get fired.
Well, I think that might be
That's
what's
what's
going to happen,
coming.
buddy. Hey, I think you're onto something there, pal.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for sitting down with us.
Sorry, I didn't know I was taking too much.
No, not at all.
I'm Tim, by the way.
How you doing?
Thank you, Tim.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you coming down.
What's your name?
JP Peterson.
Nice to meet
JP
you.
Peterson show. Yes.
Here,
That's my girlfriend,
I
Ashley.
got you.
sorry about Winter Park.
That's all right.
That's all
It's a
right, man.
beautiful place.
Thanks a lot for joining us.
This is
on
why
here.
we love
Absolutely.
having the fans jumping in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, are we gonna hit another break?
Yeah, we're gonna hit another break really
All right.
quick. Let's
Thank
do
you,
that.
Jim.
Let's
All right,
go
one
ahead
more
and do
break,
that.
and then we'll come back and we'll. I don't even know if we want to play the Todd Bowles from this morning, do we?
I don't know.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will. We'll see what happens. Come on down here to the patio. It's a beautiful night for a costume contest. Did I mention the $2,500?
That could pay rent, by the way. I'm just saying.
$1,500. Well, in some places, pay half your rent here in Tampa. Yeah. So, and next month it'll be even a quarter of your rent.
Thanks a
But
lot.
don't worry about that. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's
World War
okay.
III
Don't
breaking
look
out.
at-
Everything's
yeah,
fine. Don't worry
it's
about
okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's all good. We'll be back here in 3 minutes, hopefully, unless somebody drops a bomb.
Well, Fitz the Mortgage Guy did it again. A listener heard his ad, was going to another big bank, but called Scott Fitzgerald at American Mortgage Services of Tampa, and Fitz saved him $618 on his monthly payment. Are you kidding me? Folks, that's big money. Rates are going up, they're going down, they're going all over the place. Scott will shop your loan and save you lender fees and get the best rates. Email him, scott@amstampa.com, or call 813-294-7595. That's Fitz the Mortgage Guy. Lots of stuff going on right now, and these rates are going all over the place. You need somebody knowledgeable in the market that will work hard for you and get you the best deal. That's my man, Scott. He's done 3 loans for me, done thousands of loans for local folks here, works with a lot of the coaches and players in the area. He's the guy. 813-294-7595, or go to scott@amstampa.com. Have any old coins sitting around the house? Well, the Golden Diamond Source will purchase a variety of different types of coins and bullion. Their gold buying program includes sterling silver, silver, platinum, and watches. They also accept unusual pieces that other jewelry stores do not, such as gold bars and sterling silver flatware. The list of items they do accept is far more extensive than those they don't, so check it out. While you're there, you can check out the largest collection of any family-owned jewelry store in the country, especially with summer coming to an end. The holidays are right around the corner. Never too early to start your holiday shopping, especially if you're planning on getting engaged or have any birthdays or anniversaries coming up. Come on in and find out what buying jewelry should be like with an expert staff of gold and diamond jewelry enthusiasts. And the best part, they treat you like family. And if you're worrying about price, don't. The Golden Diamond Source has something for everyone's budget. They even have a layaway. If you stop in and get your favorite piece now, you can have it paid off by Christmas. Plus, you can even finance your purchase with 0% interest for up to 5 years, and you can get a $5,000 diamond for only $83 a month. It's the greatest folks in the world, Julie and Steve Weintraub, the Golden Diamond Source, 3800 Olmerton Road, always online at thegoldendiamondsource.com.
JP here for my good friends at Italiano Insurance, and they did it again. Once again, Italiano Insurance stepping up with the best customer service. I was in a bind. My old insurance company, my auto insurance, jacked up my rates, so I called Charity at Italiano Insurance, and she stayed till 9:30 at night until she got my insurance done. And guess what? She searched all these companies for me. I didn't do the work. She did. Saved me $1,000 on my annual premium. $1,000, folks. That's real money. And that's what you get at Italiano Insurance. Great customer service. And here's another note for you, by the way, with hurricane season up. 40% of people in Florida are underinsured. That means if you have something happen during a hurricane and you need replacement costs, you're going to get 40% less than you deserve. Can't let that happen. Call the folks at Italiano Insurance and get them to help you out in both those regards. They will save you money and keep you insured properly. That's 813-877-7799. Great folks in the community, been doing it for over 60 years. Italiano Insurance, 813-877-7799.
Pure Sports. JP is back on.
Welcome back.
FanStream Sports.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the JP Peterson Show here live from the patio. I'm Peter Blake along with JP Peterson.
As it gets to dusk, the shot looks really nice. It's well lit.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is well, and I had to put the lights out because I wasn't sure.
Triple vodka and Sprite.
Yes.
You ordered?
Just a Sprite. But here's the thing. If you did watch my show last night, which I know you had to work for the Lightning, which is great. You do great work as always. We'll probably talk about the Lightning.
Yeah, we should do that right now.
Yeah, but I actually did a shot on camera last night. So people
you did a shot?
On camera, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that, huh? I'm not really much of a drinker. So if you saw that, I hope you enjoyed that. We were a part of Molly Malone's with a Buffalo Bills bar, which is in the Lions Den. And we had some Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans there last night in Newport Richie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
they have a Molly Malone's in West Chase, too.
Do they? I wonder if they're connected. Interesting. I like to be out here tomorrow to see what the Gator Georgia atmosphere would be like.
It's going to be insane.
I love everybody coming up here at Fan Mike. Don't be shy, guys. Let me fire these horns out.
Fan Mike has been a huge hit today.
Absolutely. I love this shot, too, by the way, because we're back in the corner there. It was nice, but, nobody.
This is much better.
Yeah, this is right out in front. Beautiful.
We're almost done here.
We are almost done. I know. Wow.
Jeremy, good to have you back. Need to get a blocking tight end. Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, need to get a tight end. Just a tight end would be nice. There'd be plenty of tight ends here tonight.
Well, that's it. There'd be a lot. Boom.
Need that sound effect.
Yeah, we do need that.
Plus, Baker got to make some throws and not hold the ball too long. Yeah, he just is. Devin is on the Vita Vea.
That's good. I like that
Here
one.
comes the money.
Well, that's not it right there. This is
that
the
was
one.
good. There you
go.
No, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Ben, you ain't wrong.
Ben with the money shot there. Good stuff.
Some players are a reflection of their head coach. It just, not as much as I hate it. You know how I hate it.
Yeah, I know.
I just wanted Todd to succeed this year. Look, the year's not over. They could turn it around, but I mean, the tape just does not lie.
No,
it just gets worse. It was just like last year, man.
It's the same
the
exact
best game they
thing
played
as
was at
last
Dallas.
year. Yes.
And the team just got worse as the year went on.
It's getting worse and worse by the game.
That's not the way it's supposed to happen,
No.
folks. As you get better and more repetitions in the offense, you're supposed to get better. The quarterback's supposed to see the field better. The defense is supposed to play with more nuance. They're supposed to execute better. As the year goes on, this is what should happen if you're practicing well,
right,
and you're learning. You get better. It's just it's one of the things I learned, and probably the thing I learned from Tom Brady that I think was the most impactful just in terms of football. Tom Brady was an expert at seeing what you're doing wrong and then correcting it, and then not happen because he came from a very well-coached. Oh, we got
There's a costume. Let me fire
right
that. Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah, come on.
Let me finish my Brady thought.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
every week in practice, they would work on the things they sucked at, and they would get better at it every week. And the team got better. Just the Super Bowl year, remember? After the bye week, they got better. They won a Super Bowl. Not anymore.
You got to get on camera. Got to get him on camera.
Are we talking about the Philadelphia Eagles?
No. What are you?
I think we should.
What are you? A gecko?
I'm a dinosaur.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pull the hoodie down a little bit better. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's outstanding.
There we go.
That's outstanding. $1,500 to the winning costume tonight. I'm not going to say you're winning.
I don't see many people with costumes, so I feel like I'm at the top of the list right now.
Well, we're not going to do the contest till about 11 o'clock, so you got a lot of drinks.
If you know me, I'll be here all night.
Yeah. I love it. Any thoughts on the Bucks?
I was impressed with Baker this season.
Are we going to call you Barney?
You can call
me
whatever
you
you
look like a Barney dinosaur.
You can call me Reptar.
Reptar. There you go.
Wait,
That's
you can't say that anymore.
Why?
Reptar.
What happened with Reptar?
That was the other R word you can't say. My bad.
No, Reptar's the dinosaur from Rugrats.
Oh, okay, Reptar. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the other R word you can't say.
Oh, no, Reptar.
Some people say about you, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say
I appreciate it.
I'm not. Your friend was telling me that. I would never.
I'm not surprised.
All right, Reptar. Are you an Eagles fan?
I'm an Eagles fan.
They kicked the Bucks' ass.
How do you guys feel about the tush push?
I love it. Nobody else can do it like you guys do it. So keep on doing it. You got a quarterback that squats 600 pounds. I'd be tush pushing too.
And we got the best offensive line in football.
Yeah, that helps
too.
too.
How can you be mad at us for it?
I don't know anybody that doesn't like it because it's great. Everybody else tries it and they can't do it like you do. So
I mean, you saw Brock Purdy try to do it. He got concussed.
Concussed, right? Exactly.
The greatness of Sam Darnold.
But that's what we do in this country. Yeah. Somebody does something great, we want to eat.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not fair. You're really good at that. That's not fair to everybody else. So we're going to outlaw it.
Exactly. Just because we're successful at it,
they
hate on us for it.
No. I'm with you, Reptar.
I appreciate it. But as far as the Bucks go, I am impressed with the Bucks so far.
You going to be tush pushing here tonight?
Preferably. I hope so. Maybe by the end of the night.
This guy's great.
That was a loaded
I love
question.
This spam mic.
That was a loaded
I feel like you asked for that one.
I did.
That.
No, I did. That's why I'm a Murrow Award winner. I asked the quality questions.
I respect it.
Absolutely.
Dropping names again there, JP.
Are you going to be tush pushing? That's a quality question right there.
Are we talking about the Bucks?
Well, what do you think about the Bucks?
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Baker. I think he's doing well this season. I think he's doing better than Deshaun Watson.
Speaking of tush pushing,
Yeah, we're not talking about that kind of tush push.
No. Now, did you watch the game last night?
I did. I'm from New York myself.
You
so
thought Baker played well?
Yeah, he did play well. The Hail Mary at the end.
That was a good throw.
I thought it was pass interference.
They don't call pass interference on Hail Marys.
No, they're too scared to call that at the end of the
game.
They
never do.
Yeah.
People are like complaining about that. I'm like, how long have you been watching football?
Right.
They don't call pass interference. And by the way, it was offensive pass interference too.
Yeah. Oh, it could have went both ways.
Of course. That's why they never call it. It's you throw it up for grabs. Anything goes. Go get the football.
Exactly.
Pretty simple.
They're scared to make those game-changing calls.
Right.
I feel like.
No,
So they just let them play.
It's a given.
But
we're not calling it. So don't.
You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't.
Right. Stop talking. Either go up and catch it or don't.
They're going to criticize you no matter what, so you might as well just let them play.
They're not going to call offensive pass interference, so do what Mike did. Start throwing people down and catch the ball.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
So I guess while I'm on here with you guys, who are you feeling for the Super Bowl this year?
You know, I picked the Eagles in the beginning of the year.
I did too.
I picked the Eagles and the Chiefs. At this point, I'm not coming off that.
I think the Eagles are a little bit shaky. Jalen Hurts playing injured. He hot and cold. He's leading the league in turnovers, which is a little bit worrisome.
I did not know that.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's throwing more picks already this year than he did all last year.
You guys have the running game. You have DeAndre Swift. You have A.J. Brown, who's killing it, which, by the way, what was Tennessee thinking?
And you just got a freaking Pro Bowl safety.
Yeah, for nothing.
Jesus.
A fifth
for
and
nothing. For nothing.
Howie Roseman.
Like, how are we not doing
Howie
that?
Roseman is insane.
Like, we don't need a safety.
You got Ryan Neal. Come on, man. Ryan Neal's the greatest. Todd Bowles called at the first of the show. He told you that. He's the greatest player of all time.
Just awful.
Yeah.
All right, Reptar.
I appreciate you guys letting me on. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
You guys enjoy your night. I'll be here all night. So
Is that John Dutton with you there? Who's that with you?
That's my cowboy.
That's your cowboy? All right. You guys have fun tonight. Thanks for coming down.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, man.
Awesome.
Vote for me for best costume. Thank you.
Reptar.
Best
Well,
costume
I know
right
one.
there.
I know one of the judges, and he's easily bribed.
There you go.
That would be me. That would be me. So bring me some cash money, Reptar.
Reptar, there you go.
Or-
There you
or
go.
a drink.
Reptar and John Dutton right there.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Good
All right,
stuff,
I think we didn't call it a night.
That's it. We're done. You want to go a little longer?
I'll
No
go a
Todd
little
Bowles.
longer,
I
yeah.
don't care. I mean,
You want to run the Bowles interview? Let's
sure.
run.
Yeah.
Let's run Todd Bowles from this morning while I drink this water.
All right, here we go.
Baker looked uncomfortable at times in the pocket. What happened to the rollouts and bootlegs that we saw earlier in the season that were supposed to be a staple in this offense and designed to get Baker out of the pocket with eyes downfield?
Great question, Scott.
Well, every game is different. They're not going to be there every game for us. We go by what the team is going to give us. Going into the ball game, they were rushing for it. It was good for him to sit back in the pocket. When they didn't really send more than we could block, he had time to throw the football, so we were okay there. We just got to get open down the field, and then we got to sustain longer. But the plays getting out of the backfield, you can see going up the field, going into the game, they were pretty fast on the outside, so we dropped them back a little more.
And also, Ryan Neal's given up a huge pass play for the third straight week, this time getting beat on the Dalton Kincaid 22-yard touchdown. Is it time to consider replacing him with D. Delaney, who played pretty well against the Saints in place of Neal?
I think if you knew what the coverage was supposed to be, you wouldn't be blaming Ryan.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Can you elaborate on that?
There.
Not. We talk about everything in the meetings. We handled it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Damn.
Greg Allman.
Killed on that.
Can we pause that?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Coach. I know.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. If it's not, why can't he call anybody out?
if you knew
Why
what,
can't he
if
call
you knew
anybody
what the
out?
coverage was, you
Then
wouldn't
tell
be-
us what elaborate on it, Coach.
Well, he doesn't know the coverage, and neither does Ryan Neal. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Ryan
But I'm
Neal
like,
hasn't
what?
known the
Like, I
coverage
don't-
all year long.
I just here's the problem. If you have a team that looks like it's not accountable because they continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again,
Yeah.
and then you refuse to call them out in public when it's obvious or it's not obvious, so tell us who. Like, why? This is 2023, Coach. This is not 20 years ago when people didn't know how to watch tape or didn't. So if you want us to blame the right guy, tell us who it is. It ain't like, do you really feel like your players aren't going to play for you when they bust coverages and you call them out? if your players are so mentally weak that they can't handle being called out,
there you go.
Then get new players.
That's it.
Get new players. Listen, it's football. This is not the Middle East. People aren't dying here. He blows a coverage. He blows a coverage. What are you covering for him for? Like, put it out there. I don't get it.
He's the modern day George Allen. He feels like spies are right around the corner there from the 70s.
I don't. It's like you call. So what? Who busted the coverage? Because you don't want to tell us it was Devin White. You don't want to tell us it was Carlton Davis. You don't want to tell us who it is. Because then, and you keep playing them, and we'll, I get it. I get it. There, he played the game, and maybe he didn't like his coaches calling him out when he made mistakes.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, I know in years past that was kind of it's not 1986, Coach. Everybody gets the tape. The All 22 is available on NFL Premium. I have it. Everybody has it.
Everybody can see
it.
But
that's the problem. He's right. Is I don't know what the coverage is. So I can come on here and say it's this guy, apparently, because I know what, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. It looks like you're playing this defense, so I'll go ahead and make that assumption. So stop me from being wrong. Stop me from being wrong and tell us who it is so we can all evaluate. What is the harm in this?
I don't know. It's the weirdest thing of all time. All right, let's go back to him. Here we go.
It can be hard to see flags thrown on Hail Mary plays in general. When you look at that play at the end of the game last night, is it something where you have any expectation of a flag? Would you like to have seen a flag there?
I mean, they're all like that at the end of the ball game. When the ball's in the air, you're not really looking for flags. The defense is trying to box out. The offense is trying to get position. Very rarely are you going to see a flag on that play. You either make the catch and get it up in the air and get a tip ball, or you don't.
If you can take us through the sequence of events in pregame in terms of when you guys knew that Vita Vea wasn't going to be able to go, and then also when Logan Hall hurt himself, and obviously this is not the kind of game you want to spot two defensive linemen or most of two defensive linemen against. Just how that came out before the game.
Well, Vita warmed up. He was fine straight ahead, but he had problems going side to side, and the rain gave him problems, so we had to keep him out. Logan had to fight through it. He was kind of sore before the game. He wanted to play. Surprised he went as long as he did before he went out in the fourth quarter. So we kind of knew that both guys were nicked up, and we had our other guys ready to go.
Thank you.
We'll go to JC Allen. If any media have questions, please raise your hand.
Coach, when you look at it, Ryan Neal, some of his struggles, it seems like he's better suited to play in the box, just seeing what he did last year. And I know you like to get Antoine Winfield down there, and that puts Neal back at free safety. Has that been part of any of his struggles, is just kind of not playing him where he excels at?
He is better in the box, but we're not giving him anything that he can't excel at when we put him back there. We're not asking him to do anything difficult from that aspect. We just got to read our keys better all the way around.
And as far as sticking with the secondary, Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean, they're two of the better man cover cornerbacks in the league with their ability to be physical at the line of scrimmage, bump and run, and play really tight coverage. But it seems like they're playing a lot of zone week in and week out and not doing what they do best. Is there a concentrated effort to kind of put them in positions where they can fully utilize their skill set to their maximum potential?
I would love to, but being that there's 5 receivers and we don't have 5 man-to-man guys, it's kind of hard. You put some other people in danger when you do that. We played a little more man last night than normally that we play, but you got to think of everybody and everybody's situation, not just those 2 guys.
Stop it there.
Yeah.
This seems to be a lot with this coaching staff is they're afraid to play to their strengths. In terms of like there are combo coverages you can play. There are certain things. This is the essence of coaching. You got to put guys. So you're going to go away from your strengths to because of some of your weaknesses. I just you don't have to. You can play man across the board. I don't remember them going 5 wide. How often did they go 5 wide last night?
Well, it kind of shows.
And I know you have to go man on tight ends and running backs. I get all that, but if they're constantly beating you in zone, Do something different.
Exactly.
Do something different. I mean, sometimes the X's and O's, what works on, you think, okay, we don't have enough great man-to-man guys. Well, the fact that maybe you have 3 good ones and 2 bad ones, well, you're putting your 2 bad ones against their 2 worst guys.
Yeah.
So, and again, if it's not working, try something different.
Exactly.
You're paying these guys.
You're paying the guys, and then on top of it.
By the way, when I played man, I saw it work. Except when, Devin White's running out of his responsibilities in the middle of the field, and Josh Allen's running untouched into the end zone. Besides that.
No accountability, by the way, by this coach saying that he's done anything wrong. So you wonder where the players have gotten it from. It's a direct reflection from the coach. The coach can't even admit that he's wrong when it comes to calling plays and doing this and doing that. There's no accountability on both ends.
Seems so.
Yeah. All right.
Scott Reynolds?
Yeah.
Coach, Joe Tryon-Shoyinka looked a little bit invisible out there as a pass rusher last night. Your pass rush didn't get home nearly as often as you wanted to. When you looked at the film, what did you see across the board from your pass rush last night?
We didn't get much pressure at all. I thought across the board we struggled a little bit, and we got to have better from all the way around, from outside to inside.
Well, he called his guys out.
Joey Knight.
There you go.
Collectively.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awful.
Can you hear me all right?
Yep, I'm good.
It looked like Tristan was really fighting through something last night. How did he seem afterward? Any update on him?
He's sore. He hadn't come in yet, so I don't have an update on him yet. We'll evaluate him once he comes in and see where he's at.
Wow. That'd be a major loss.
That's no good.
Nope.
Jenna Lane.
Hey, Coach. Thanks for doing this. When you go back and look at the film, I know we talked about it a little bit last night, but, Mike Evans not being really targeted until very late in the game there. And I know Baker had said that, tempo was kind of a reason for that. Is there thought to doing more of those up-tempo plays? I know it's hard to do that when you're in an opposing environment, but just has there been any more thought to kind of doing that? Or I guess what jumped out at you when you looked at the tape as to why it was so difficult for Evans to be more involved?
I mean, there's always thought in doing tempo more. When we did tempo more in the past, that's where a lot more penalties occurred, and they're occurring without the tempo. So we'll look into getting back to it.
Thanks.
JC Allen.
Coach, on the offensive side, we keep hearing we're close. But what does that mean? And how do you get from being close to being there? What's stopping this offense from being where they need to be?
Well, if it's not missing the block here or there, then it's a penalty here or there. So you got to clean them up together. It's just got to be clicking on all cylinders. When we get all our blocks, we get penalties. When we don't get penalties, we don't get all our blocks here.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. I can't take it anymore.
It's this, it's that. It's not it's not.
They don't have a lot of answers.
They have no answers.
You got to coach it better. It's got to be better execution. We've got to see game plans that are discernible.
Yeah.
Attacking a defense or attacking an offense, and it's just hard. They got to be better. And now they got a Houston team coming up that they can win. They can win this game. This is a team I'm not going to say should beat, because at this point the Bucs shouldn't beat anybody. They got to play with better effort. They got to play with better execution. They got to play with better discipline. And so much of that comes down to coaching. The coaches are responsible for all that. Players are responsible for their effort. Well, actually, the players are responsible for all that as well. But typically when you see this collectively, everybody would say that's a poorly coached team. And that's what I see. That's just my opinion. I'm not absolving the players at all. I think they have to play with better effort, a lot better effort.
Right.
But at this point, I don't see any signs of a turnaround. I see signs of complete regression as we saw last year.
And I hope it doesn't get worse before it gets better. But, I mean, again, you got a Houston team that's got a rookie quarterback. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. They're playing with a new coach.
He's playing well.
And I got to tell you right now, Houston looks light years better than what the Bucs are, and that's a sad thing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Thanks to all our fan mic guys that came in.
Yeah.
Tim and Kevin and Norm, the dog, was outstanding.
Love that guy.
Smartest person on the show by far. Great job, Peter, setting everything up.
Thank you.
Come on down to the patio tonight. I'll be in costume. You wait till you see this. Wait to see Ashley in her mortician costume. Come on down. $2,500 cash going to the best costume tonight. $1,500 to the best costume. $2,500 total. $5 White Claws. $5 White Claw vodka. Have a great time Saturday here. College football, where the Tampa Gator Club meets, going to be off the chain. FSU at noon. Then the night games, and then all day Sunday we got football here. So it's beautiful weather. Great time to be out here at the patio. Cool outdoor space. Come on down and see us, and we will chat with you guys on Monday.